Benji at Andre Paras nakipagpulahan sa Perpetual Altas. Good afternoon and welcome mga kapuso. We're back inside the Philoil Ecoil Center in San Juan City sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 98. And this is your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show, Game On. My name is Martin Javier in this very special, extra special edition of the show. Today I'm working alongside Mr. Pure Business and Pleasure, Anton Rojas, right here. What's up, brother?
Mi amigo, it's good to see you again. At medyo kinakabahan ako ng konti kasi hindi ko alam kung anong lengguwahe ang bibigkasin ng ating mga kasama ngayon. He is a very special guest who came all the way from the land of the rising sun. You want to do the honors, partner?
Sure. Okay, joining us for the first time. Ito, napabisita lang sa NCAA pero syempre pumayag, napakabait. We have here the phenom himself, Mr. Kiefer Ravena. Brother. Welcome to Game On. Welcome to NC.
Thank you for welcoming me here. And it's a pleasure being with you guys in between two of my idols.
Wow. Ito mo, nakabalik pa, nang-hooking agad si Kiefer.
Nagsimula na pala yung bolahan, Marks. Pero ito, fresh from the land of the rising sun with the Shiga Lake Stars, Kiefer Ravena. How's life been for you these past couple of months?
It's been busy. You know, the tournament started already. The B-League has started. We're like 10 games into the season, improving every game. And you know, the most important thing in a long season is just try to stay healthy as long as you can. Yung para, you know, you play more games. At the same time, yung experience mo as a player, you still develop all throughout the season.
Akala ko sasabihin niya busy and ballin'. Because they're balling, man.
Golfing.
Oo, golfing din.
That's his favorite season activity.
Pero I know you guys, because we bumped into each other. Di ko na sasabihin kung saan. Pero last Monday, kakarating nyo lang. Diba? So umuwi kayo, you're here for?
The national team. We're here for the national team. The upcoming, if I'm not mistaken, yung 5th window. That was the 5th window. We're playing against Jordan and Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
This coming window. So hopefully everybody can come out and support the Gilas national team.
So it's gonna be here?
It's gonna be in Jordan and in Saudi.
Oh,
so two away
okay.
games. So it's gonna be a little bit hectic and tough, especially with all the travel that's included. Pero we're gonna play our best. We're gonna, you know, make the country proud.
Jordan is good. Saudi, tinambakan nila nung huli nilang laban. Pero Keith, siyempre, nabanggit na ni Anton, you're coming from Japan, your stint so far, it's ongoing right now. Kamusta naman yung level of play, level of competition? How has it been for you basketball-wise?
Enjoy naman, no? Nakakatuwa na natututo pa din ako hanggang ngayon kahit medyo nasa, you know, magto-30 na ako. Tapos, you know, I'm still learning to... Ganun ba yun? And then, tsaka kaya rin ako nanonood ng mga games, you know, different collegiate games, women's basketball, para natututo din kasi ako when I watch. And kilala nyo naman ako na I'm really a student of the game and I really enjoy being a fan every once in a while. Just watching these kids play and hoop. We witnessed a great game earlier in the first game with Lyceum and Perpetual, Nail Biter, and now, you know, we got games, you know, 2 top teams this season, so it's gonna be fun.
So, sige, go, brother.
Alam mo, Martz, I got a flashback when he said that he's almost 30. Magto-30 na daw siya because one of the first times I covered Kiefer Ravena was when he was playing against Basera Mer.
Okay.
We know Basera Mer was one of the best players in the NCAA. He was playing for the Red Cubs in San Beda. Keith was playing for Ateneo. And they would go at it.
Yep.
And alam ko, may sinasadya si Kiefer eh. Minsan pag endgame, gusto niya yung last shot sa kanya pagkalaban sina Baser. May naalala kong game winner na ginawa niya sa Field Sports na medyo sinadya niya. Remember that?
Sama mo ata si Coach AG nun. Si Coach AG yung partner mo. And
Classic,
I think it was one of the tournaments after the season. Diba? I think it was a fundraiser as well. So it was a great experience playing against, you know, my best buddy. And one of the best point guards to be produced by the NCAA, not only by San Beda.
Okay, I have a follow-up question. You mentioned student of the game. You're also a teacher of the game. Naalala mo, Marts, nung unang pumasok sa UST, si Renz Abando. Kiefer Avena kind of took him under his wing. Binisita pa ni Kiefer si Renz Abando sa La Union. You guys trained there. And now, Abando's all the way in another country, in Korea, playing as an import just like you. What is it about the players in the NCAA and collegiate basketball that makes you want to give back and impart the wisdom that you have to them?
Probably, you know, just the feeling of me being a basketball player who was once in their position. Kaya siguro yun din yung drive and yung passion ko into helping them achieve more than just their dreams. Kasi madami na may pangarap maglaro ng basketball eh. Ng college basketball, ng professional basketball. Pero meron pa yan. Meron ka pang pwede maitulak sa sarili mo. And that's what I'm trying to do to unlock their potential, their best possible potential. And hindi lang yun. Hindi lang naman dahil sa basketball yun. Pati yung pag-guide ko din bilang isang veterano, sa bilang kuya nila, manong nila, na I just want to look out for my teammates, you know, the relationships I've built all throughout my collegiate years, professional years. Kaya nandun din siguro yung willingness ko talaga makatulong sa mga bata.
Nung sinabi niya siya na yung kuya ngayon, doon mo mararamdaman
na matanda na kayong dalawa.
Bilis ng panahon.
Na ako doon. Na akong takas.
Pero Keith, okay, this is our first time na ma-sight ka dito sa PhilOil. Is there a particular player that you're supporting or a team here in the NCAA that you're supporting?
Well, to be honest, pinilit lang ako ni Coach Charles dito na joke lang. No, you know, as I've said earlier, I really enjoy watching collegiate basketball. The game earlier was so entertaining and na-miss ko din manood dito. And you know, PhilOil brings back so much memories, 'di ba? Na talaga simula nung bata dito kami naglalaro, high school, college, summer leagues, everything. Nandito lahat. Nakapaglaro pa ako dito sa PBA, sa professional level. And you know, it's just there's so much reminiscing going on and just being around you guys. It's fun and you know, watching couple of guys here sa CSB, a few guys from Letran that we trained together with Brent Paraiso dito sa CSB. I practiced with them, sila Kular, sila Naive, sila Will, you know, very very good players in their own right. So, you know, the most important thing is this is going to be a good fun match for the viewers, for their entertainment today.
Any predictions? Letran or Benilde? We can't let you go without the Phenom's prediction.
All I can predict is going to be a nice game.
Oh, come on, come on, man.
Coach Charles is here.
You know,
you're saying this in front of Coach Charles.
You're wearing the wrong color. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's true. Oo nga, no. True blue to si Coach Charles, but you know, he's wearing green, at least for the past 2 seasons now. But Keith, we hate to end this interview, but we gotta wrap it up. But before we let you go, meron ka bang mga pabate or after mong batiin yung mga loved ones mo, syempre, short message for our NCAA fans, basketball fans who are watching on GTV right now, kasi halo yung audience natin dito sa GTV. Okay.
To all the fans out there nanonood na NCAA, just continue to support these young guns. They will be the next, they will be the future of Philippine basketball. Maybe next time we'll see them somewhere else in the world playing basketball. And to all the Gilas Pilipinas men's basketball team fans, sana patuloy nyo kaming suportahan sa darating na 5th window ng FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Sana wag po kayong magsawang sumuporta. Marston, thank you for having me here.
Our pleasure.
And it's always been great company with you guys. So sana mag-enjoy lahat sa next game natin na CSB against Letran.
There you go. Kiefer Avena, the Phenom here on Game On. Mamaya po, nandito pa rin siya sa PhilOil Eco Center. So if you guys are nearby, huwag na kayo mahaya. Go here, watch live. You know, we are gonna be treated with an exciting game later between Benilde and Letran. But speaking of excitement, here we go. We shall now go to our top 10 plays of the week. Let's watch these awesome plays.
Time now for our top 10 plays in week number 8 of the NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball Tournament. And we're off to the races at number 10. Daniel Malyari stood no chance against James Kwekute, who went all the way.
Turns on the jacks, Kwekute! Count it plus the foul!
At number 9, if you can do it, so can I. Here's JB Bajío with his own version of a one-man fast break.
47 in the third quarter. San Beda has been unstoppable.
Here at number 8, teamwork makes the dream work. Look at the ball movement of the Mapua Cardinals, which leads to an easy baseline drive by Renz Nokum.
To Nokum. Sidestep ni Hernandez, tinrap pass kay Nokum.
Nagkabanggaan lang sila doon, palayang sana.
Dito naman sa number 7, ang patented full court press ng JRU. Dahil nakaagaw si Joshua Giab, nakapuntos si Jonathan Medina.
Pero almost a dunk para kay Jonathan Medina, but he lays it in.
Sa number 6, hindi lang puro depensa ang JRU, may opensa rin. Tingnan nyo naman itong napakalinis na play para kay Joshua Giab.
Nice look inside to Giab.
Speaking of plays, how about this for number 5? Look at the execution that leads to a 3 from the rookie, Rinwil Yambing.
That's it. Yes, para sa tres. Rinwil Yambing, another 3.
Para naman sa number 4, may nakatulog sa depensa. At dahil dyan, nagkaroon ng easy alley-oop mula kay John Barba patungo kay Omar Larupay.
Very important yan.
Wow, what a connection right there, Barba to Omar Larupay.
Sa number 3, Brent Paraiso sumaksak na parang kutsilyo sa kusina. Kain ang mga pirata.
Santos, Paraiso, umupo sa ere.
What a beautiful read, seeing that mismatch from Umali.
Dito sa number 2, isang crucial basket mula kay Luis Sanggalang na nakatulong makuha ang ikapitong sunod na panalo ng defending champions.
Sanggalang offensive rebound. Sanggalang gives the lead back to Letran.
Sanggalang is the player you can't leave open when he gets a rebound kasi
At para sa ating number 1 play, nagsimula tayo sa coast to coast, tapusin natin sa coast to coast. 1, 2, 3, 4 na bantay. Di napigilan ang number 23 ng San Sebastian na si Kenneth Villapando.
The drive by Villapando gets the basket plus the foul, and he will head to the line for a bonus.
That's our top 10 for this week. Join us again next time for more awesome plays in the men's basketball tournament of NCAA Season 98.
See, despite the limited games that we had this week, action-packed pa rin. Ang dami pa rin nating nakuha ng mga awesome plays. Anton?
Yeah, we had to dig deep for those awesome plays, and yun nga, coast to coast na ginawa ni Kenneth Villapando. He made it look so easy, pero hindi lang isa, hindi lang dalawa, hindi lang tatlo, 4 na defenders ang kanyang dinaanan para makashoot.
Diba? At saka yung finish din niya, no? Bumali pa ng konti. Nilusot eh. Aerial kilikili shot for Kenneth Villapando to take the number 1 spot in our awesome plays this week in the NCAA. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. Nagsisimula pa lamang tayo. Sinabi namin, first half pa lang yan. Parating na yung second half. Sinabi namin kanina, syempre, extra special yung episode na to. So we'll be talking, coming up next after the short break that we will have in a bit, we'll be talking to our 2 halftime performers, and then afterwards, syempre, bulahan na with Papa Bear and Baby Bear kasama ang Perpetual Altas. Kaya, huwag kayong alis. Magbabalik po ang Game On!
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hardcore drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point in victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon, tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores.
Welcome back to the show. You guys are still watching your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. This is Game On, Martin Javier, and today we'll be talking to, as per usual, our two halftime performers. Game 1, nag-perform na. Introduce natin, Kapuso Singer. We have here, Anton Paras. What's up, Anton?
Hello, what's up? Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Can I just say, okay, yung panel natin sa Game 1 was Anton Rojas and Andre Paras. So, so his name is a merge of, you know, those two people, those two individuals. Okay, and next, of course, Game 2 will be performing for us. First time ko rin siyang maririnig kumanta, Miss Angela Alarcon. Hi, Angela.
Hi guys! Hi Martin!
Hello.
How are you? Long time no see!
Yeah, long time. Long time. Angela has been, ano ba? Consistent muse.
Yeah.
Diba?
Thank
For
you so much
maybe
for
2 to 3
inviting me
seasons.
sometime. Yeah, almost like that. Almost every year they get me.
Almost
I'm
every
super
year.
thankful to the NCAA team for having me. Again, right now as a singer naman.
Yun. O, sige. Pero simulan ko yung interview with Anton. How are you, Anton?
I'm good naman. Medyo makakahinga na mabuti since tapos na yung performance.
Oh, Paras. So, are you related to the Paras family, the Paras
Oh, no.
clan of showbiz?
Same
Iba
lang
to.
naman, no? Last name.
Same lang last. Si
Yeah.
Crystal Paras. Hindi rin.
Ay, hindi ko kilala.
Hindi rin. Okay. So, iba pala to si Anton. But how did you find the experience earlier of performing here at Midcourt?
Actually, first time ko mag-perform sa public talaga. So, parang...
First time mo mag-perform sa public.
Yeah. So, parang
Wow, congratulations.
nakakakaba, pero ano din, parang naka-enjoy. Parang enjoy the moment na lang. Ginagamit ko yung kaba as a way to be better sa performance ko.
Ano ang pakiramdam mo? Kasi syempre, first time mo in public, tas may audience. Nadala ka ba ng audience kanina?
Yeah, ginamit ko yung audience as
To better
confidence
the performance.
boost. Yeah.
Okay.
I love
But-
that mindset.
Yeah.
Mindset ba?
Mindset ba? Oo nga. Hindi, pero Angela here is fresh from the States
Yeah, I came from the States. Kakauwi ko lang last week.
last week.
So, fixing pa with my body clock. But so far, nakayanan na. I was able
1
to
week?
adjust
Jet lag
already.
ka pa rin?
No, kinda. Parang
Medyo pa.
paiba-iba pa rin yung sleeping schedule ko eh.
Aha.
So, I have to like still fix that. But
So today, ngayon ko lang nalaman actually na kumakanta si Angela. Ano yung mga types sa mga kanta yung hilig mo?
I'm very
kantahin?
much into chill lang, mellow lang. Kaya sakto for this game since very tense na tayo. Pampakalma, ito yung kakantahin natin.
Chill and mellow.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if Anton, that was his first time performing, Angela, hindi, dami na nito eh. From college, from, you know, you were a kid. Okay, how do you find performing in front of people? Do you look forward to that? Yung mga ganong klaseng experience, performing in public, performing in live events?
Yeah, I actually really find it exciting. Every time there's a new like experience talaga, especially with singing. It's something I don't do all the time, especially with like live events. I usually sing kasi kapag sa stream lang, online.
Sa stream?
Yeah, I
Ah.
stream online and I sing online. So, very different yung live talaga. And yeah, it's such a new experience na bumalik na lahat ng events. So yeah, I'm very excited and delighted.
Okay, good luck later, Angela. Mr. Anton Rojas is saying something there. Oh, she sings in the
Yes.
shower. Okay,
I was
okay.
telling him a while ago, sa shower talaga ako kumakanta.
Okay.
Kaya pag umulan, take note, umuulan na pala. Pag lumakas
nga.
yung ulan.
So technically, it's showering outside. Okay,
Yeah.
showering outside. But before we let you go, Anton, meron ka bang gustong batiin? And of course, how can our Kapusas follow you on your social media accounts?
Of course, stream po my single, All I Need, under LG Records. And then, shoutout po sa mga taga-Biliran province. Yun po kasi yung province ko.
Okay.
Yes. And shoutout po to my family who's watching right now.
Yeah, shoutout mo silang lahat. Shoutout mo silang lahat.
Yeah,
Libre
shoutout
yan.
po kayo lahat dyan.
Yan. Okay, Anton Paras and of course Angela. Okay, you may invite our kapusas for your upcoming shows, your performance later, and your social media accounts as well.
Alright guys, please do catch Voltes 5 Legacy. Soon na po yan on 2023. It's worth the wait, I promise you. And also please do follow me on my social media accounts, Angela Alarcon on Instagram, YouTube also. If you have a YouTube channel, please do subscribe to my channel. And also on Facebook, please do follow. And I want to shout out my parents who are watching right now. Hi Daddy Justoni, hello. And to my mom Lizette Alarcon, I love you guys. To my sister Jessica, hello to you guys. Love you, see you later.
Hello, Sir Justoni. Thank you for watching. Okay, gumanon talaga ako. Kailangan natin magbigay ng courtesy. Last lang, bago natin i-let ko si Angela, ano yung role mo sa Voltes 5?
Nako.
pwede?
Secret. Pero kasi marami kaming dinagdag ng mga new characters. So, abangan nyo na lang yan, guys.
Okay, so thank you so much, Anton Paras, Angela Alarcon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
First-time guests right here on Game On. Mamaya po, abangan niyo yung performance ni Miss Angela during the halftime break of our second game today. Pero susunod na po, we'll have fun! Okay, bibisitahin naman natin ang Perpetual Altas all the way dyan sa Las Piñas. Bumisita si Papa Bear Benji Paras at Baby Bear Andre Paras. Ito, panoorin natin ang isa sa namang episode ng Bulahan.
Mga bulero, eto na ulit ang Bulahan! Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa pagbisita sa iba't ibang NCAA schools para makipagkwentuhan, makipagkulitan at makipag-bolahan! Totoo to! Hindi namin kayo binobola! WTG! ATM dito sa UPHSD sa LT para makipagkwentuhan with our NCAA athletes. At ipapalabas po ito sa GMA GTV and ICYMI sa FB NYT PBH FTW, di ba?
Ano yung mga Letran pinagsasabi mo?
Bakit? Di mo alam?
Whatever. SMH.
Oh, alam mo ba yung SMH?
Shaking my hair.
Wala ka namang buhok.
Ano dapat?
Eh di, shining my head.
Ito ang tanong ko lang sa inyo. Karamihan sa inyo, taga-probinsya, di ba? Malaki bang factor na nandito kayo sa malayo sa Manila na nakakatulong? Ibig sabihin, yung scenery, yung simoy ng hangin. Mas okay ba sa inyo rito?
Malaking bagay kasi yung pag-aaral, malaking bagay yun. Malaking tulong sa family namin yun. Pero di rin maiiwasan talaga na mamimiss mo yung probinsya. So, yun.
Sige, ano bang namimiss nyo sa probinsya?
Unang-una yung pagkain po, Papa Bear. Masarap talaga yung pagkain pag sa probinsya po talaga.
Siguro
Ano po, yung fresh air.
Fresh air. Ikaw, sino namimiss mo sa probinsya?
Dito po lumaki sa Las Piñas.
Kalimutan mo na yung tanong ko. Tama na yan. Okay.
Ito, na-bring up din yan yung pagkain. And speaking of kasi practice, guys, ano yung favorite food nyo? Start of Lian.
Sa akin is yung pork sinigang.
Uy,
Sinigang, sarap.
Panalo yun.
Ikaw, Jello, siguro naman di mo sasagutin nga taga rito ka. Sige, ano yung paborito mong pagkain dito?
Fried chicken sa canteen.
Fried chicken sa kantin. So kung sa labas, ayaw mo ng fried chicken.
Pwede naman.
Pwede rin. Nag-promote ka pa. Ang ibig sabihin kasi ng perpetual health, tumutulong yan. Sino ang pinaka gusto nyong tulungan kung mabibigyan kayo ng pagkakataon? Ray?
Yung mga bata po na nangailangan tulong.
Kasi, of course, lahat tayo, napapanood namin yung laro nyo. Sobrang physical, grabe kayo mag-prepare. Pero ngayon, uso na kasi mga mental health. Very important yan. Paano nyo nako-condition ang mentality nyo bago kayo maglaro or sa school?
Sa akin, ano lang, before game, basa-basa lang ng libro, kinig ng podcast, gano'n lang yung ginagawa ko.
So nakaka-relax?
Nakaka-relax siya para sa akin.
Ikaw, Lian.
Sa akin naman, meditation po. Nag-meditate po kami sa every before game.
May meditation.
Parang yoga po. Ganun.
Ako naman, before the game, gusto ko makakita na mabalaking tulong yan, di ba? Yung yoga. Try nyo rin ito.
Try natin minsan yun.
Okay, ano yung pinaka-banding nyo rin?
Minsan kumakain po kaming buong team sa labas.
Nauso tong mga social media. Sino naman yung mahilig sa TikTok?
Joey. Lagi po sumasayaw yan kasama.
Paano yan?
Student athletes, nag-aaral, may practice, may time pa ba kayo gumawa ng ibang hobbies?
Oo, may time naman kahit pa paano. Kasi nga, kailangan mo din mag-spend time para sa sarili mo. Gigitara, ganun.
Wow.
Tapos nagpe-play ng mobile games.
Well, at least nakakatulong pa rin kahit pa paano. Kayo ba as rookies, meron ba kayo mga rookie duties pagpasok nyo dito sa team? Ikaw, Mark?
Sa akin wala naman.
Wala? Bakit? Natatakot sila sa'yo?
Laki.
Parang tingin nila sa amin sa isa't isa kasi parang pantay-pantay, walang mga seniors, ganyan, walang mga rookie.
Di ba required kayo rito, naka-quarters kayo? Kayo ba'y pinapayagan lumabas?
Pwede naman po pagkain gano'n.
So, ikaw naman, JP, nakakalabas ka naman, halimbawa, meron kang gustong i-eyeball. Kaya hindi ka lumalabas. So, eyeball na lang. Chatball ba? Napaka-old school ko, eyeball. Nung pagsabak niyo ba rito kagad sa college, from high school, nagkaroon ba kayo ng kaba?
May kaba po, pero yung takot wala.
Pero kung sa cemetery gawin to, may takot.
May takot talaga.
Sa laro. Pero yung mga kuya nyo ba, yung mga ibang veterano, laging sinasabihan huwag kayong matakot, andito kami.
Ganun po.
Ganun din.
Parang laging andyan sila para mag-guide sa amin.
Let's say 3 years from now, anong nakikita nyo sa laro nyo or sa position nyo sa team? Magiging, I guess, star player ba kayo, role player, or yung mabait na kuya na veteran? Ikaw?
Magiging mabait ako. Katulad ng pagtrato sa akin ng mga kuya ko dati. Pag naging strict ka kasi parang magiging sila sa'yo, parang paplastikin ka nila, gano'n.
Ikaw naman, Sari.
Siguro role player.
Role player?
Wow!
Napaka-humble. Humble ikaw, Jake.
Siguro magiging guide sa kanila.
Guide. Parang halimbawa, saan yung CR, saan yung library dito. Yung tanong ko kanina sa mga veterano, yung mga girlfriends nyo ba taga rito sa school nyo or sa probinsya?
Ako po single po ako.
Single po ako.
Ako taga sa amin.
Taga sa inyo. So kayong dalawa, kayo lang yung may to. Meron?
Wala po.
Wala. Yung mga veterans, meron eh.
Meron yun.
Kwentuhan today at bukas, Campus Spots naman!
Kaya mga kabulero, ito lang ang bulahan na ang tsikahan ay purong katotohanan. Ako po, si Papa Bear Benji Paras.
At ako naman si Baby Bear Andre Paras. At ito ang Bulahan! Totoo to!
Hindi namin kayo tatantaran! Excuse me po!
Alam mo, isa na yun sa mga hihintayin ko sa Bulahan segments natin. Yung mga cameo. Yung mga key personalities natin per school. Doon tayo all the way from the South. Las Piñas, Perpetual Campus, Mang Enriquez, may pa-cameo. Sa huli na lumabas.
Pero ito mga cameos na to, Martz, hindi sinasadya ni Papa Bear at Baby Bear. Sadyang nangyayari lang. Nangyayari lang talaga. Nagkataon na nandun siya.
Pero sana po natuwa kayo dyan mga kapuso kasi syempre kulitan yan with the players at syempre nakakapaglibot pa kayo sa campus ng University of Perpetual Health System Delta. First game natin kanina, yun nga lang, unfortunately for Perpetual, they were on the losing end, lost by 4 against LPU.
Yeah, but it's not over yet. I mean, if you're Perpetual, you have to stay the course and keep a positive mind. Kasi nga, it ain't over until it's over. Di mo alam kung anong mangyayari, lalo na this is the NCAA. And I'm sure all teams will be intently watching our second game for today.
Woo! It's gonna be a hot game. Pero LPU, a big win yan to get their 9th of the season.
That's huge.
Like reaching 9 wins. Ang laking bagay na yun. That semi-secures your, well, hindi pa naman locked in, pero at least you're 1 foot in the door already.
The thing is though, Dre and I were looking at the upcoming schedule for LPU. They still have to play San Beda and Benilde. So medyo mahirap yung schedule ng mga Pirata.
Okay.
Pero eto, Dre, Mart, sorry. Battle for number 1, Benilde and Letran. Matatandaang nanalo ang Letran kontra sa Benilde in the first round. But there was no Miguel Ocson, who is averaging a little over 12 points per game in the first round. Ngayon, kompleto sila. I'm so excited to see what's gonna happen.
Do you feel like siya lang talagang kulang dun sa game na yon? Or
Well, Benilde has to defend the fast break better.
You know it's a big game.
Akala
When
ko
we're hearing
dumating si Thor eh.
the loud roars up in the sky. Yeah, di ba? Binabasbasan tayo. Oh, di ba? Pero
parang parang yung nasa Laguna, sa mundo ng Noli. Kasi di ba, malakas din yung kidlat doon eh, kung saan nakatayo si Piloso Potasio.
O baka mapunta din tayo sa Noli. No, pero for sure, second game will be a treat. And this will be a primetime hit.
Yep.
On GTV. That's for sure. Katulad po ng favorite show ni Anton, Maria Clara at Ibarra.
Can't wait for the succeeding episodes. Pero before I get back to my binge watching, eto, papanoorin ko muna itong Benilde versus Letran. I wrote a couple of notes.
Okay.
Letran won in the first game because of the fast break points and the steals. They had 15 fast break points, 6 to Benilde, 15 steals for the Knights, just 5 for the Blazers. Coach Topex Robinson will have his own checklist. I'm sure it's gonna be way better than mine. Pero yun nga, the stars come out to play when it's a big game. Will Gozum had 23 in the first round against Letran. Brent Paraiso had a career high 25 against the Blazers. So, expect them to come up with bigger games today.
And you mentioned Coach Topex Robinson already siya po. Yung mga kasama ko mamaya. Meron pa yung surprise. Kita nyo naman. Inalis niya yung salamin niya. It's time. Sabi ni Coach Topex. But parang galit pa rin si Coach.
By the way, Coach Topex was here so early, even before the first game started. He was here like around 11:15 or 11:30, something like that.
That's how prepared he is for this game. I hype natin yan. Abangan niyo po, Coach Topex Robinson, one of the best basketball minds in the country. Joining me later in covering the second game today, which is coming up in just a little bit. Anton, brother, thank you so much.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
Okay, bukas ulit. O sama na, pagbalik natin sa Game On, usapan na. Kasama namin si Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio in our usual Sunday conversation. Pero mga puso, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok in your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. This has been Game On!
Pusong Kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here. This is your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Catch all the action live Tuesdays to Wednesdays and Fridays to Sundays, 12 noon on Cheap TV. Hip-hop with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hardcore drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
It is a rainy day outside. This is our venue, the Philoil Eco Center in San Juan City. The students making their way. They're doing the best they can to make our way inside the Philoil Eco Center because it is a Saturday blockbuster dito po sa ating venue in San Juan. Excited students getting ready for a heated matchup this afternoon. Kung maulan po sa labas, nagbabaga, iinit dito sa loob ng ating venue. At mamaya-maya po, mapapanood nyo na ang ating second game today. But first, let's take a quick look back at what happened in the first game. It is the LPU Pirates taking their 9th win of the season. Crucial yan para sa kanila. They beat the Perpetual Altas 86-82. The best player of the game was JM Bravo, 7 points, 6 rebounds in just 19 minutes of action. And that brings us, that sets us up in this game. This is the clash of the Titans, the battle for number 1. The Benilde Blazers facing the back-to-back defending champions in the second round here in your NCAA Season 98. Thank you for catching everything live right now on GTV. Also on live streaming, YouTube and Facebook, NCAA Philippines, Twitter, and Facebook. Find us at GMA Sports PH. Mga kapuso, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok ngayong hapon na ito. My name is Martin Javier, and I'm very honored to be doing this game alongside one of the best basketball minds in the country, Coach Topex Robinson, in a surefire primetime hit here on GTV. Coach.
Surefire is going to be an understatement here, Martin. Another exciting action in college basketball.
Pero syempre ang kukumpleto sa ating broadcast team, our 2 courtside reporters. Yeah, there they are. First, from De La Salle College of St. Benilde, reporting for the Blazers is Sofia Rodelas. Hi, Sofia. There you go. On the other side, for the defending champions, the Letran Knights, we got here our first-year courtside reporter, Christine San Agustin. Sofia, Christine, we're excited to hear the stories from the players and the coaches. But let me go first to Coach Topex here. Battle for number 1 could be a finals preview or at least a Final Four preview dito sa ating competition.
Yeah, whatever these teams are fighting for, I'm sure it's going to be something to really look forward to because, again, it's really thick and tight of the battle right now with the standings. It's pretty much close, but you want to lock in on the number 1 and number 2 spot, Martin.
That's right. Siyempre, itong Letran, tinalo na nila ang Benilde Blazers nung first round. So, if ever they end up with a tie at the end of the elimination round, they will have the advantage. They will occupy at least the higher spot. So, that's what's at stake now for the Benilde Blazers. They don't want that to happen. They want to get the upper hand.
If you're CSB, you don't want to look back at this game.
Yeah.
You know, looking back na eto yung magiging turning factor if you're gonna advance further into the season because you don't want to look back and isipin mo kung saan ka nagkamali dito sa game na to.
That's right, Coach. I did mention while we were breaking down kung ano ba yung sitwasyon at panggagalingan ng magkabilang panic natin. Nahapiwan ko na. Letran Knights beating the Benilde Blazers in the first round. It was tight. Letran created a separation midway through the third quarter. But Benilde, as expected, they fought back. But some crucial baskets in the endgame, courtesy of their leaders, Franyu, Sangalang, at Javillonar, all in participation dun sa panalong yun ng Letran.
Experience was the key here for Letran beating itong CSB. Yes, they were on top for a while pero hinabol bigla Martin. So I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of teachings or learnings if you're CSB playing in this game this afternoon.
A career high for Brent Paraiso, 25 points, 23 though came in the first half. Will Gozum had 23 to lead away for the Blazers. Again, they did not have Miguel Ocson in that first round matchup. So Miguel today will be a big boost for the Blazers. Alright, so simulan na nating himayin itong pinanggagalingan ng magkabilang panig natin. And let's start with the result of the Benilde Blazers. They beat the JRU Heavy Bombers in a very tight contest, Coach Topex. You know, they won by 13 points. Pero hanggang third quarter, abante pa nga ang JRU ng isa. Pero bago mag-end yung third quarter natin, the Blazers were able to roar back and create a huge run. And that turned out to be the separation that they needed to seal the deal.
Yeah, CSB kind of had a slow start in that game, Martin, just like what you mentioned. But when they got back to their senses and they know how important that game is for them, they just put on a step on the gas pedal and went all the way out.
And for the Benilde Blazers, 92 points, 34 came from this guy. Number 0, our front runner for the MVP, Will Gozum. A career game for him. I mentioned Big Willie style, 34 points. Highest output so far from a player in Season 98.
Solid numbers by Big Willie style. Really putting in the numbers, knowing that he's going to be the focal point of the offense of this team, and he just went in and did his work.
Will Gozum, look at the numbers here, leading the way in scoring. 18 points per game for Will, one of the top rebounders in the league at just over 9 rebounds per game. So definitely Will Gozum and the rest of the Blazers are very excited. They want to avenge their loss in the first round against Letran. And more on Will Gozum and the Benilde Blazers, we have here their courtside reporter, Sofia Rodela. Sofia, go ahead.
Maraming salamat, Martin and Coach Topex. For CSB's Will Gozum, he doesn't let the expectations and pressure get into his head. Instead, he let his own game do the talking. But you know, when I had a chance to talk to Will, ano niya na, about gunning the MVP title and getting the 2-time NCAA Player of the Week. He said that those things don't matter to him. Ani pa niya na, if you go get it, great. If not, focus on what's in front of you. So for Will, just like the number 0 jersey and meaning of his number 0 jersey, this is a new beginning. So are you guys excited like me to find out more about from this 0 to hero of Will Gozum today? Back to the panel.
Sophia, we're very excited to find out kung ano nga ba yung magiging performance dito ni Will Gozum. But dito ko believe kay Will. We've been hyping it up as the MVP frontrunner as early as the preseason, but he is unfazed. Hindi siya nape-pressure. He's still performing.
Again, he obviously you're talking about the individual awards, but he's really more focusing on what's the bigger picture.
Yeah.
That's for them to reach the finals. They were talking about it before, Martin, that medyo matagal na rin silang hindi nakakapasok dun sa next level. So I think that's a good sign for Will. And obviously the culture that Coach Charles has been putting in on this team.
That's right. Pero syempre, dahil extra special to, battle for number 1. His name is Coach Topex. So he has our top picks right here. Keys to winning. For the College of St. Benilde Blazers, Coach Topex, do the honors.
Yes, thank you, Martin. As we talk about this game for Coach Charles Chu, things that they need to work on, so we want to have something that we want to pick on. So unang-una dito, Martin, is finishing strong, knowing that itong Letran is a veteran team. They're not only a veteran team, but they're a solid defensive team. They play it physical, playing it right, making sure that it's gonna be a nick and tuck affair every time you're gonna play Letran. So napaka-importante dito to really make sure that you're going hard to the basket. One more thing that we're gonna talk about para dito sa CSB, no trick or treat.
Halloween na Halloween.
Hindi pwedeng mamigay Hindi pwedeng mamigay ng candies itong CSB right now because during their last game, CSB committed 24 turnovers.
Yep.
Sinabi nga nyo kanina ni Anton that 15 steals ang kinuha doon ng Letran from CSB. So parang binibigay mo yung candy doon. At ang culprit doon, ang maraming nakuwang candy from CSB, itong si Franyu.
Yeah.
Because during that game, those 15 steals, 6 doon galing dito kay Franyu. So napakalaking bagay yun para sa kanila. Another thing, they have together is better. Why together is better? Because they're averaging 19 assists. Kumbaga 6-0 sila, Martin, if they're averaging 19 and more assists. So kailangan dito talaga you have to play together if you're CSB in order for you to have a chance to keep that #1 spot and being solid as we move along in our standings.
They are the #1 assist team in the league. You mentioned 19 assists per game, and for most of their games, they've maintained that. You know, they've been consistent. Meron nga lang, may ilan-ilang game na talagang nawawala sila sa kanilang identity.
Yeah, one of the good things that Letran did during this game is they kind of did freak defense, which is they change up. Sometimes they play zone, trying to confuse itong mga manlalaro ng CSB. That's why ang nangyari doon they committed a lot of turnovers. And against the best team, hindi ka pwedeng magkaroon ng maraming turnovers, Martin.
At usually, Coach Topex, it's the other way around. Yun ang ginagawa ng Benilde Blazers to their opponents in a game. All right, you mentioned Letran already. Let's talk about the back-to-back defending champions. Colegio de San Juan de Letran. They won 7 straight here in the competition. I mean, the way they were able to overcome the rather quote-unquote slow start that they had to the season was amazing. Their latest victim were the LPU Pirates, beating them 69-64. But this one was close all throughout, Coach.
Yeah, a lot of questions were asked prior to this season, Martin. Obviously, nawalan ka ng best player mo with Renz Abando leaving this team. Ang dami nagduda And you also have to look at their first few games at the start of the season. They kind of struggled a bit. Pero nga sinabi mo, they're riding off a 7-game winning streak. That's just a testament of how well this team is coached by Coach Bonitan.
And, you know, they're peaking at the right time, Coach. Kasi syempre, you mentioned the departure of Renz Abando. They were in shambles. Medyo kinakapapa nila yung kanilang sistema at ang kanilang chemistry. But now, at the right time in the tournament, they are peaking and they are looking good. And they're looking, of course, to defend their championship and go for the three-peat. But one guy who has been getting it done for the Letran Knights, day in, day out, Louis Sanggalang, na good boy na daw ngayon. Hari ng rebound. Season high, 18 boards against the LPU Pirates. Now, his activity in the painted area will be much needed against the Blazers.
Being a solid front there in the paint for Letran is itong Louis Sanggalang. Nobody could doubt talaga namang napakaganda ng nilalaro niya. So tingnan natin ngayon if we could double it up against CSB.
Huge numbers right there for Louis Sanggalang. But today, he is going to be up against, Will Gozum, our MVP frontrunner na pinag-uusapan natin kanina. So that's going to be a good matchup all throughout the game. Pero more on Louis Sanggalang and the rest of the defending champions. Nandito ngayon si Christine San Agustin. Christine, go ahead.
You're right, guys. Louis Sanggalang is finally back on the hard court, and this time he made sure that he came back stronger bilang rebound machine ng team. Ipinapangako ni Louis na gagawin niya ang lahat para mas lamangan pa ang kanyang performance the last time. Lalo pat kailangan ng kanilang team ang mas mataas na kumpiyansa kontra sa CSB. Bukod sa mas matured na pag-handle ng kanyang mga emosyon, baon din ni Louis ang lakas ng loob at tiwala sa team, lalo pat last playing year niya na. Natanong ko nga rin siya kung meron ba siyang inaabangan na harapin sa kabilang koponan. Sabi niya, no comment na lang daw. Pero abangan ang mas gigil na Louis, pero good boy din at the same time. Yan muna sa ngayon. Balik sa inyo dyan.
Christine, thank you so much. Pinapanindigan talaga ni Louis ang pagka-good boy identity niya. Okay, but that's good. And that's good for the Letran community and the Letran Knights. They like him being cool and relaxed in the game so that he can play his game properly.
I would say you could still be bad in the right way.
Ooh, okay.
Bad by getting all those rebounds. Yun yung mas maganda eh. Hindi pwedeng good eh. Kasi, di ba, yun yung identity na ni Louis eh. So, ang kailangan niya na lang obviously is to channel it in the right way.
That's right. Siyempre, may coach top picks tayo para sa Benilde Blazers. Meron din tayo para sa Letran Knights. Go ahead, Coach.
Coach Bonitan most definitely will talk about these things for them this afternoon. Winning is a habit. They're already on their 7-game winning streak. They want to add into that as long as they could. They want to hold on to that. Band of brothers, obviously, binanggit mo kanina yung camaraderie nito. They've been to a lot of battles together. Kumbaga proven na-prove nila, they've won championships together. So, nakikita mo nga, sabi mo, umiinit lang sila as we go along. Kasi they begin to know themselves and know what their strengths and their weaknesses, and now they're playing the right tune together. 3 is the key. Napakalaking bagay ito because obviously, if you're gonna talk about para saan ba tayo bumabangon, they want to go 3-peat and nobody, I'm sure, could stop them from that as long as they're gonna come out every game as a united front. As we look at Brent Paraiso, ito yung sinasabi natin, being a band of brothers, you could laugh together, be in a situation together, but ang mahalaga doon is yung bond that they already created. Napakalaking bagay yung para sa kanila.
That's right. This team has a clear why. At ganun din nga, itong Benilde Blazers, ganyan din ang mission nila dito sa NCAA Season 98. But 3 is the key. Pwede rin natin yung sabihin na 3-point shooting. They are the #1 3-point shooting team in the league, and that's gonna be one of their main weapons here in this game.
Definitely para dito sa koponan ng Letran, they've really been playing confident basketball together.
All right, here we go. The Clash of the Titans, battle for #1. Coming up next, Benilde Blazers versus the Letran Knights. Let's now turn you over to our Coliseum announcer for the call-out of the players.
Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Live ngayon sa GTV Worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International. At may live streaming pa sa GMAnetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Welcome back to the Phil Oil Echo Oil Center as we continue with the second round eliminations in today's main game featuring the College of St. Benilde in the Colegio San Juan de Letran in Season 98 Men's Basketball of your NCAA. Let's first call out the starters of your CSB Blazers. At forward number 0, Will Gossam. At guard number 7, Robbie Naive. The other forward number 13, Patrick Di Mayuga. The other guard number 26, JC Culyar. And the other forward, and at center, number 27.
Oras na para kilalanin ang magsisimula mula sa magkabilang panig. A rookie in the starting unit for Coach Charles Chu in Patrick Di Mayuga alongside Robbie Naive, Will Gozum, Gladys Lipanam, and JC Culyar. So Miguel Loczon will be coming off the bench on the other side for Coach Bonnie Tan and the rest. Our back-to-back defending champions, Letran Knights. Ito po ang magsisimula para sa kanila. Brand new, the rookie. Their surprising super rookie and Kevin Santos getting a start here alongside Luis Sangalang, Kyle Tolentino, and Brent Paraiso. So the likes of Kurt Rayson, King Caralipio will be in the second unit. Mga kapuso, we welcome you back to our coverage. Ito po yung mga opisyalis natin. 3 FIBA International referees ang pipito dito sa ating second game. Anthony Sulit, Toti Celeste, Harry Santos, crew chief is Mr. Anthony Sulit. All right, here we go. The battle for the #1 spot in the NCAA Season 98. The Benilde Blazers and the Letran Knights squaring off for the second time in the tournament. Santos, Lepanam, jumping it up. And game is underway. First quarter begins. Good to have you with us here. My name is Martin Javier alongside Coach Topix Robinson here in the broadcast. Maraming salamat sa pagtutok live ngayon sa GTV, everywhere online, NCAA Philippines, at GMA Sports PH. Now expect this game to have a lot of calls. This will be tightly contested, Coach Topix.
It's gonna be a highly emotional game if you wanna talk about it. But ang question dito, sino yung mas magiging in control of their emotions? Kasi there's so much energy, there's so much hype coming into this game. So talagang masusubukan natin dito yung patience ng bawat komponan.
At alam kong ramdam nila yan, Coach Topix, the pressure in this game. Gozum overshooting the mark. And the ball is back with Letran. Brand new. Luis Sangalang against Gozum. Good matchup at the big man position. Ball is tapped out by JC Colliar.
As you'll notice, Martin, at the start of the ball game pala, makikita mo na yung intensity defensively.
Yeah.
Itong mga malalaro ni Coach Charles Chu, making it difficult for any of the blue shirts to really score in this ball game.
And we'll watch out for JC Colliar's defense on Franyu. Because we know Colliar is a very good defender. And a shot clock violation for Letran. That's our first turnover of the game. Puntahan muna natin ang mga Letranista on standby right here is our courtside reporter Christine San Agustin.
Today is the battle for the first spot at ang laban ng mga bigatin. Kaya naman walang duda na matinding court action ang ating masasaksihan, especially from the ever-competitive the Letran Knights. Although it was a challenging first round for them, they were able to redeem their team and now they are more than ready to once again snatch the win from the CSB Blazers like how they did the first time. Tinanong ko nga sila kung gaano sila kakumpiyansang manalo muli, and they were pretty straightforward when they answered that they are more confident to face CSB dahil this time around, kompleto ang koponan, wala na silang iniindang injury, and they already mastered the art of rhythm and composure. This is really an exciting game, Martin and Coach Topex. Kaya naman sabay-sabay nating abangan on how this game will turn out.
Christine, thank you so much. While you were reporting, we had an exchange of baskets to start off the scoring. Will Gozum quickly answered by Kyle Tolentino. And for Letran, actually for both teams, it's good to see them in full strength going into this matchup.
As we look at this play, again, we've talked about sharing is caring for CSB. What a way to share that basketball. But pagkatapos nun, Martin, makikita mo na lang itong si Brent Paraiso making a layup. So, kailangan yung transition mo from offense to defense is gonna be key.
Dahil siyempre naghanda itong Letran. You know, in the second round, we keep mentioning it, that because you already have a point of reference, or at least meron ka ng first game encounter na po pwede mong pagbasihan kung paano sila maglaro. All of your movements, scouted yan. Nanonood sila ng mga tape, pinag-aralan nila, kasama yan sa game plan nila.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge, just like what you mentioned. Siyempre nga naman, if you came from a win against this team, medyo konting adjustments na lang ang iyong gagawin. Pero kung ikaw naman ng CSB, syempre, i-check mo rin talaga kung saan ka nagkamali and saan ka pwede mag-improve.
Yeah. And speaking of the Benilde Blazers, let's now go to their side with Sofia Rodela. Sofia, go ahead.
Maraming salamat, Martin and Coach Topex. Play our game, have fun, do the right thing, and believe we can win. These are just some of the reminders that Coach Charles Chu instills to the CSB Blazers as told by team captain JC Colliar. JC told me that they make use of the break they had. They took it as a time to rest, recharge, and step back to focus on themselves. So now they're bringing their A game because JC knows all the teams prepare and the best they could do is to play in the best way as possible, most especially with the physical Letran. Now back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Sofia. And that's part of their preparation, the physicality of the Letran Knights, because I think that's what caught them off guard in their first encounter. You know, Letran, they're very confident. They're gonna bully you all throughout.
Again, if you're a veteran team, if you've been to a lot of battles together, might as well use it to your advantage. We know that Letran knows how to play. They've been together for a long time now, so ina-apply lang nila. What I like about CSB right now in this first few plays, they're sharing that basketball. A lot of player movement, a lot of ball movement, confusing itong mga manlalaro. As we see that block coming from Louis Sangalang.
Look at this. Colliar finding Gozum, who thought he was wide open, but rejecting him emphatically is Louis Sangalang. 4-2 kanina. Second basket of the game scored for the Blazers by Ladis Lepalam. Here he is again. That back will not drop. Lepalam one more time. And the 6'9" Ladis Lepalam getting extra active here in the first frame. He is able to draw the foul and earn a trip at the free throw line.
Lepalam keeping that basketball alive with a lot of extra possessions for CSB. Not only getting a rebound, but right now going to the free throw line.
And Ladis Lepalam, usually, you know, he gets, kung makakakuha siya ng mga points, 10 points, 8 points, usually it comes in the first quarter, Coach Topex. So an added boost to the beginning of games for the Blazers. As we see there, Coach Charles Chu, product of Lasal Green Hills. Itong si Ladis Lepalam. From Antipolo City. 1 out of 2. So a 5-2 early lead for the Blazers. The Knights still struggling a little bit. They haven't found their rhythm. Franyu took a shot earlier and missed. He finds Sanggalang here though, who forces one up, challenges Lepalam and able to draw the foul.
That was a good execution coming from Letran. Kind of disrupting the flow. Kaya naman kahit dinidinay ng mga players ng CSB, Letran, the veteran team that they are right now, they know where to go. Advantage, obviously, you're talking about Luis Sanggalang coming into this game, inserting his might not only on defense, but also on offense.
And with less than 3 minutes, at least almost 3 minutes gone in the first quarter, pinalitan na ni Coach Charles Chu ang kanyang rookie na si Patrick Di Mayuga. Miguel Loczon came in for the first time earlier. So now, this is the most potent unit on the court, at least offensively, for the Blazers.
Yeah, that's a good addition now to beef up. We were talking about it. Nung una naglaban itong dalawang team na to, Martin is wala itong si Migs Oxon. Coming into this game, Mig Oxon didn't only score 12 points. He had 10 rebounds and 5 assists in their game against JRU Heavy Bombers.
That's right, and this is a foul while taking a 3. Foul committed by Brent Paraiso on the contest. Robbie Naive will take 3 at the line.
Aggressive it is for Robbie Naive, making sure hindi niya binibigyan ng masyadong opportunity itong Letran to establish their defense. Kaya naman talagang binabantayan niya because you have to play quick. Kasi hindi ka pwedeng slow pace against Letran because sinabi ko nga kanina, they're gonna bullet their way in, so kailangan wag mo silang bigyan ng chance to recover their defense.
That's right. Ito namang laban natin so far, it's been slow paced, you know, a lot of fouls are called. Dahil na rin siyempre, we have this playoff atmosphere, Coach Topex, because it is a potential finals preview, or at least a potential Final Four preview. Our officials are also treating this game that way.
Whether you like it or not, you have to think, in order for you to advance to the finals or going further for CSB, and nandiyan ang Letran to block your way. So
right.
whether you like it or not, you have to face them. So you have to make sure, might as well do it now, learn from it, para naman pag nakalaban kita down the line, marami ako matututunan.
And a step back jumper coming from Brent Paraiso. Letran within 3. Gozu puts it on the floor. Ive thinking about it. Robbie driving, going straight to the cup, a little wild on the attempt. And Sanggalang secures it. Here comes Brent Paraiso. Hit a jumper earlier. He goes to Santos. Play is broken up by the ever-active JC Collar. So Pau Havillonar and Kirk Grayson will come in for Letran, replacing Brent Paraiso and Kevin Santos.
Gotta love the activity of CSB right now. As much as they're committing a lot of turnovers, you'd rather have them doing it on their own, being aggressive, rather than committing sloppy turnovers. We still have to talk about the 24 turnovers that CSB committed. Kaya naman inaalagaan nila yung bola.
Here's Robbie Naive. Gozu with a two-handed jam!
Wow.
Go up, big fella!
What I love about Will Gossum is his attitude. After that dunk, ang ginawa niya lang, he went down and go down on defense.
Di nag-celebrate. Balik agad sa depensa. That one rolls out for Rayson. Naive on the move. Gets fouled. Count it. Off the glass. And a +1 coming up for Naive.
Solid execution defensively for CSB, and their defense right now, Martin, is helping their offense. As soon as they make a stop and make it hard for them, this is what's gonna happen. Attacking the basket, sharing that basketball for that open and slam coming from Will Gossum.
A thunderous jam. Kung sa labas po, may kulog. Dito rin meron. Two-handed jam for Will Gossum. Second, third, fourth look, well-deserved. That will be our top play for next week. 12-5 lead for the Benilde Blazers.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no...
And we'll take a look at our key matchup for today. Matira Matibay, Will Gozum, Luis Sangarang Mora. Matchup. Two of the best big men in the league, Coach.
A lot of competition coming into these two names as we talk about Will Gozum and Luis Sangalang. Both are threats. Yung isa kasi more of on the defensive end, itong si Louis, but obviously you're not gonna take away his offensive threat. While ito naman si Will Gozum, no doubt, he's one of the guys that we've talked about prior to the season. That's gonna be there in the individual awards, but you gotta love the activity of Will Gozum.
Will Gozum early and often doing damage for the Benilde Blazers. And also this guy, Robin Ivey, completing the three-point play. Ito, yung kanyang foul take kanina. Took it. Strong upper body. Robin Ivey enabling him to finish that play. Caralipio, who just checked in, sneaks in. That's a foul on Will.
That's gonna be a problem if you're CSB because may alam mo naman gagawin itong si Caralipio. Seeing Gozum there by himself, itong si Oxum by himself, talaga naman he's gonna milk it.
Yeah.
Not until you put an early help on that, I'm sure Caralipio will milk that disadvantage in the post.
And that should be one of the plans of the Letran Knights here. Pagurin mo rin yung Will Gozum sa depensa and hopefully you can force some fouls against him. And that's exactly what Caralipio did. King Caralipio, one of our under-the-radar players who's been producing consistently for Letran. 13-6. Almost halfway done in the opening frame. JC Colliar goes around you, gets by him. Colliar doesn't get the lay-in. And here comes Fran Yu. Yu got in, feeding Sangalang, who had to adjust. Here's Colliar back the other way. JC, Naive pulls the trigger. A little bit too strong that time. A leak out. At least almost a leak out. Rayson stopping pop and connects on a triple.
It's going to be raining threes for Letran. We've talked about it earlier. They're the #1 hot shooting threes in the season so far. And true enough, itong Letran is really out there shooting threes.
Gozum couldn't counter. And Yu secures. Letran Knights looking to inch closer in the first frame. Yu! Connects! On that triple again. Back-to-back threes for the Knights.
Solid performance coming from Letran's veteran guards. Kanina si Rayson, ngayon naman itong si Fantastic Fran Yu.
A face-up jumper for Lipalam. Little out of character, masyado malakas. Here's Rayson. Spark off the bench nito ni Coach Bonitan. Rayson. Sangalang. The jumper. Too strong that time. Oxon with a board. And Miguel Oxon bringing it downhill for the Blazers. We have a foul inside, away from the basketball. And it's going to be against Ladis Lipala. Oh, Caralipio ang natawagan. Okay, so initially there was a foul called against Caralipio, and then afterwards an offensive foul on Ladis Lipala.
Medyo tricky yun. Dalawang foul in one possession. But again, we have to correct it with the table officials. But talking about itong Letran weathering the storm that CSB built early on in this first quarter. They were down by 7 points at one time, and now they're only trailing by 1 and have a chance now to have the lead as itong si Caralipio will go to the free throw line.
And how about King Caralipio? Instant impact off the bench. Plug in, naglalaro, may activity agad para dito sa mga Letranista.
Caralipio, as we're talking about him, knows how to attack the basket. Alam niya na penalty na itong CSB. So pagka may opportunity siya to attack the basket, he knows his way around the painted area. Ito nga lang, nakakadalawang mintis na sa free throw line. Itong si Caralipio.
A lot of fouls here in the first quarter. Both teams in the penalty already. King Caralipio on your screens. 1 out of 2. And free throws will be key in this game. Especially, ang dami nating fouls, ang dami nating free throws para sa magkapi ng panig.
A big question now for CSB. Pumasok na yung sa kanyang second unit. So tingnan natin if they will try to copy or even magnify the production of the starters of CSB.
But I think, Coach, both teams, as we take a look at this play from the Benilde Blazers, it was Miguel Oczon attacking and drawing the foul, earning a trip to the free throw line. Both teams, reason why they are occupying the top 2 spots in the team standings is because of the contribution ng starters and the bench. Parang hindi nagbabago, consistent sila doon. I mean, I think the Benilde Blazers are over 40 in both. Letran not far behind.
There's a reason why they're the top 2 teams right now because consistency is key. Hindi pwedeng nagdedwindle yung production mo. Kumbaga, hindi dapat malayo yung discrepancy ng iyong starters at ng iyong second group.
And that's what separates the top 2 teams from the rest. Diba? Bench scoring, starter scoring, kailangan pareho ang output. As Miguel Oczon drops in the free throw, giving the lead back to the Blazers. Now we'll see what Miguel Oczon can do against the defense of Letran because he was the missing link for the Blazers in their first round encounter. Oczon 2 for 2 and a 2-point lead as well for Benilde. Tommy Olivario pumasok na rin para sa Letran kanina. Brings Carlos, who is checking Olivario. Came in earlier. Grayson surveys. Abilionar humihingi, hindi binigay. Sanggalang makes his way. Pump fake. Sanggalang go through. Nice move inside from Louis Sanggalang. And we are all tied up again. Grayson going to Sanggalang, driving to his strong side and getting the defender to commit. And an easy bucket underneath. 15 all tayo dito. 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the first.
Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA game. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here.
We're back to our coverage. And our halftime performer for Game 2 is the beautiful Miss Angela Alarcon. Mamaya po, mapapanood nyo na yung kanyang performance. Kapuso, Sparkle Artist, Angela Alarcon. Alright, back to the ballgame. First quarter still between Benilde and Letran. Beautiful fight. That's Prince Carlos setting up Miggy Cortez.
That was a good execution coming from CSB already with 5 assists. So if we're going to look at that thing we were talking about, keys to winning for CSB, they need to share that basketball. And so far, they're playing tremendous basketball, playing the right tune together.
And the Benilde Blazers will get a steal. Mark Sanko. Chris Flores, spin, shot, no basket. Sanko puzzles for the offensive board. Corteza is open. Corteza will stay. That's too strong.
What you have to remember here, if you're CSB and you're Letran, both are already in penalty. As much as those outside shots are open, you want to go attack the basket and go for a high field goal attempt.
Oh, baksak si Flores. Hinanap sana si Sanggalang. Nabasa ng Benilde. Oxon. No look pass. Well read by Rayson. Here's Kurt Rayson. On the move, Rayson beating Javillonar for the short stab.
You have to take care of that basketball if you're CSB because every possession will be important for you.
Turnover count, 5 in total for both teams. Flores from the corner. That's too strong and all alone for the offensive board, and cleanup was Mark Sanko.
Sanko taking care of that garbage basketball, winning the 50-50 ball and being rewarded with a high percentage putback. Now giving the lead to CSB.
Ooh, jockeying for position. That's going to be a foul on Mickey Corteza, trying to prevent the entry pass for Luis Sanggalang.
The problem there with that defense as we look at this assist coming from Rayson to
Paulo Javillonar.
Yeah, si Javillonar as we look at this offensive rebound for Sanko keeping that basketball alive. Itong depensa ng CSB has to be more solid because you don't want to put Luis Sanggalang deep in the paint. Kasi nga naman hahanapin siya ng mga veteran guards ng Letran. So make sure lang for Corteza, you have to meet him early and make it hard for them to get on that position.
Coach, one reason why the Benilde bench is so powerful. Today pa lang, 2 of their top 3 scorers in Mickey Corteza and Miguel Oxon are both coming off the bench. So, sila yung nagdadala ngayon ng second unit nila.
But the problem right now is both of those players that you mentioned are committing a lot of turnovers. So talk about Mix Oxon, kanina hindi niya masyadong naalagaan, but you have to love the activity of CSB attacking the basket, finishing strong, passing the ball, missing that shot, getting and scrambling for that ball. Letran winning that hustle.
Tommy Olivario, sorry miss on the other side for Miguel Corteza. 19-18, a 1-point lead held by the Blazers. Rayson way outside to Sanggalang. Back to Kurt. 7 to work with for Rayson. Sanggalang on the roll. Sanggalang in and out.
We saw there Luis Sanggalang limping on the floor.
Oh. Olivario, Carlos colliding. Baksak si Prince Carlos. So, it will go the other way.
Ito yung lumang tugtugin na Martin Palaging nakikita talaga yung ganti. So you have to be smart. We were talking about the emotions, the emotion in this ball game. You know it's gonna be tough. You're vying for the #1 spot. You wanna instill that advantage, that psychological advantage as we go on deeper into the season. But there's a big but. You have to make sure you have control of your emotions because you have to channel it in the right way. Sayang, wasted opportunity, wasted possession for CSB.
And I think that's more of a challenge for the Benilde Blazers, Coach Topex, because we mentioned on top of the coverage, Letran has been through a lot. And chances are, yung mind games na yan, sila yung mag-i-inflict sa'yo. Rayson. No good. Oh, the gimme underneath. A follow-up and the flex for Javillonar. And McCoy Marcos with a heave. What an exciting and action-packed first quarter we just had. A 1-point game held by the defending champions Letran Knights. Our score 20-19. First time to lead for Letran. Pau Javillonar with a couple of baskets in the first frame. On the other side, this was the cleanup earlier for Mark Sanko. But at the end of the first 10 minutes of action, a 1-point lead for the Knights. Will be back for the second frame.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
We welcome you back to the coverage. Second quarter about to begin. Letran Knights versus the Benilde Blazers for our second offering on our Saturday blockbuster here on GTV. Thank you for catching the action, mga kapuso. Letran Knights with a 1-point lead, snatching the lead at the end of the first quarter. And that's courtesy of Paolo Javillonar, who scored a basket. First time to lead the game for Letran because they've been playing behind. Benilde got to a furious start in this one, Coach Topex. But Letran, you expected the comeback as we take a look at that jumper coming from Prince Carlos.
You want to look back at what happened to you in their first meeting. CSB already has 4 turnovers. The problem with that, Martin, Letran has already have 5 points. Doon sa 5 turnover points nga because one of those was the 3 coming from Framu. So kailangan talaga, you have to take care of the basketball. You have to be strong with the basketball also.
You see the 5 on the floor for Letran. And that's a turnaround bank shot for King Caralipio.
What I love about King Caralipio is hindi siya flashy, but he's so effective. Sobrang efficient yung galawan niya.
Yep. Isa sa mga aasahan talaga. What a save by Oczon. And Carlos retrieves. Up. Pass is broken up. Monje on the move. 2-on-2. Rayson attacks. Rayson no. Corteza collects, but he stepped outside.
Again, the problems of CSB starting to dwindle right now. Turnover after turnover coming from this second group. Kailangan talaga, again, the defense of Letran forcing itong mga malalaro ni Coach Charles to commit a turnover as we look at that fadeaway spin move coming from King Caralipio.
Exchange of baskets to begin the second quarter. Over 1 minute gone. Rayson, tightly contested shot. Leonardo couldn't finish.
A lot of activities in the paint. Martin, wala talagang binibigyan ng easy basket. So as we look at that mix auction shot and a miss, now Letran going down on transition.
Caralipio taking it to Oczon, no good. But ball staying with Letran. A fresh 14 to work with for the Letran Knights here.
If you're CSB, Martin, let your offense take care of your defense. You don't want to take those unset up shots because yun yung nag-work kanina dito sa CSB. Kaya naman lumamang pa nga sila dito sa ating first quarter. Now, medyo nagiging helter-skelter na obviously. But the defense of CSB, as we look at that mix auction steal, transition now. Will Dawson with the move and the finish.
Beautiful move, sidestep, Euro from Will Gosum in transition. 23-22 for Benilde. Let's go to their side. We have an update from Sofia Rodela. Sofia, go ahead.
For Miggy Corteza, it's about giving back to the community that shaped him. You know, when I had a chance to talk to Miggy, sabi niya sa akin, it's about repaying the CSB community that allowed him to play for Benilde. So with the consistent banking of points in every game or assisting his teammates, it's important for Miggy to deliver, but with a purpose. There's no ordinary game for Miggy. Every game he wants to show his love for the Benilde community. But to do that, he said they have to achieve goals and play hard together to give back for CSB in true Benildean spirit. Now back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Sofia. That's a refreshing story mula naman or tungkol dito kay Miggy Corteza because Miggy has made the jump this year in terms of, you know, his level of play. Coach Topex, isa to sa mga front runners natin for most improved player, definitely. Him alongside Nakwadanya.
What I love about what Miggy was saying on that report is he was clear with his why.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. He could articulate it. Kaya naman nakikita ng mga kasama niya. Kumbaga sinasabi nga natin, hindi ka pwedeng puro salita eh. You have to do the work. And so for you to earn the respect not only of the team or your teammates, even the league, you mentioned isa siya sa mga front runners to be one of the most improved players sa ating season 98.
That's right. Sumabat checked in earlier. 6'7" rookie, number 21 from Benilde. Nice move from Will, just couldn't finish. Here's Olivario. 24-23 for Letran. Tommy has it. Olivario. Lefty lane is off. Napitawan ni Gozum. Now it's her chance to go courtside. This time from Letran's side with Christine San Agustin.
Thank you, Martin and Coach Topex. Naging challenging para sa Letran ang daloy ng first round nang galing na mismo kay Coach Bonitan. Parang unang round pa lang daw ay pagod na ang koponan at nalimutan agad nila ang kanilang mga pinag-aralan. Sa pagpasok ng second quarter, naging paalala ni Coach Bonnie na huwag nilang ibigay ang laro sa kalaban. Meanwhile, on a short break muna ang rebound machine na si Luis Hanggalang dahil tumama ang kanang tuhod niya in an attempt to dive for the ball. Minor lang naman daw ito and he'd still be back in a few. Second quarter pa lang pero go hard or go home situation na for the Letran as they try to keep up with the points that CSB has been giving them. Kaya naman, sabay-sabay nating abangan ang pagbawi ng Letran Knights. Balik sa inyo, John.
Christine, nakabawi na nga sila dito. A quick turnaround for Letran, quick recovery for them in this game. Sumabat, that's a wide open look. Ball is tapped to go. Rafael Go, another rookie in the fold for Letran. All day to shoot for Caralipio. It's off. Monhe with the board. Monhe puts it back in.
The difference between itong Letran compared to CSB, Letran was able to keep the basketball alive after every shot, while ito namang CSB, a one-shot opportunity so far. So they need to make sure they go for the rebound, just like what the shot now of Phil Gossum. They're settling for the outside shots. Yun yung mahirap. While ito namang Letran going high percentage, that's why they're being rewarded by killing this team in the paint.
And it is the rookie, Rafael Go, on the receiving end that time. Able to draw the foul while taking the shot. But how about the activity on the board for Kobe and Monhe? Puts it back in, up and over Will Gozum. And they now lead it by 3, 26-23.
Hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong...
Alright, spotted. Hashtag spotted dito po sa Philoil Eco-L Center. Miss Lian Valentin, yan po. Ang star sa mga head show natin sa hapon sa Kapuso Network. Lian, thank you so much. An avid NCAA fan as well. Nanonood talaga yan. Ito daw, sabi niya, hindi niya pwedeng ma-miss kasi battle for number 1 eh. So mainit yung laban, kailangan mapanood niya ng live.
Kailangan maging kasama ka sa conversation. Kumbaga, hindi lang napanood ko, nandun pa ako talaga.
Yan.
Iba talaga yung nagagawa if you're here. You get to see a lot. Actually, ako, when I watch games, medyo mas pinapanood ko yung activity outside. The fans cheering, kumbaga yung band, even though napakaingay. I mean, you love the energy because this is one thing that we missed in season 97. Diba? Hindi natin nakasama tong ganitong activity ng crowd eh. Sa mga players kasi, laking bagay talaga ng may fans.
And
laking
boost.
bagay. Yes.
Hindi, tsaka from a fan standpoint, it's a different experience to be able to watch the players live than from watching it on your television sets. Ibang-iba. Kita mo yung pisikalan nila, ma-appreciate mo kung gano'n sila kalakas, gano'n sila kabilis.
Tsaka yung kabay.
Yun. Yun. Isa yun.
You're in the thick of the battle, ika nga. So talagang dito yung natatalsikan ka ng pawis.
Yeah.
Yun yung maganda rin dito. Watching live games.
Meantime, Jimboy Pasturan, who came in earlier for Benilde, able to draw the foul that time. So that's a veteran matchup between Tommy Olivario and Jimboy Pasturan. So I wouldn't say a small lineup. Yung tatlong gwardiya lang sa loob ng Benildang medyo on the smaller side. But Will Gozum and Carlos Sumabat, 6'5", 6'7" din yan. Pasturan, 4'3". And that's what he can give you. Instant offense. Jimboy Pasturan.
You have to connect on those threes if you're CSB because Letran defensively is only playing zone. And in order for Letran to take away that zone, you have to connect from the outside, which Jimboy Pasturan did in that last outing.
And Jimboy Pasturan has the basketball. Their second leading scorer in NCAA Season 95. Lost it that time. And Brent Paraiso, tahimik pa dito sa ating laban. Remember, he scored his career high against Benilde, 25 points. And again, 23 of those came in the first half. Another turnover for Letran. Here's Jimboy Pasturan. Pasturan all the way!
Jimboy Pasturan picking off where he left off after committing that turnover, recovered with a stop and an easy bucket on transition.
And the Benilde Blazers have tied it up once again, 28 apiece. Paraiso bullying Colliar, but Colliar unfazed, standing his ground. And that's a jump ball. Mananatili dito sa mga Letranista. Jimboy Pasturan draining this triple, and then afterwards on the move, took it all the way to the cup.
Making sure that he's not going to fail on that opportunity again after committing that turnover. But you gotta love the activity defensively of CSB, making sure that Letran won't go high percentage. At yun nga, a 4-shot coming from Brent Paraiso.
Chance to take back the lead for Benilde. Too strong for Robbie. Some quick shots from the outside from the Blazers. Olivario. Pinapantay na Pasturan. Rafael Go, naghahanap pa rin ang papasahan. Instead takes it himself and able to draw the foul. That's rookie-to-rookie action. Sumabat is called for this one.
Go making sure that he's gonna take advantage because the defense, itong siya Sumabat, nag-drop because he saw that there's gonna be an advantage on the post. Smart move coming from Go. Now he's being rewarded in the free throw line.
And this guy, Rafael Go, despite being a rookie, he's a very capable player. One of their games this year when they were missing Havillonar, Sanggalang, Paraiso, so kinailangan talaga humugot ng malalim ni Coach Bonitan. I think it was against San Sebastian in the first round. Came up big, scored in double figures, and some timely baskets down the stretch. So, he's a rookie, but he's unfazed.
So itong si Rafael Go, a rookie taking advantage of that opportunity, Martin. There's a reason why he's getting the minutes now kasi nasubukan na siya noon nang binigyan siya ni Coach Bonita ng opportunity. Kaya naman yung kumpiyansa, I'm sure, ng coaching staff dito kay Rafael Go is really gonna be important as we go along deeper in the season.
Dahil ito, medyo extended minutes siya para kay Coach Boni. 1 out of 2 on the free throw. Benilde has it. A chance once again to take back the lead. Robbie Naive navigating and going straight to the cup. A strong drive from Robbie.
Robbie Naive unfazed by that defense ni Luis Sanggalang. He doesn't really mind who's in front of him. He's just gonna go straight to the basket. Luis Sanggalang answering back to this challenge that we're putting.
And that's what you love. The Letran Knights went to Sanggalang right away para ipabawi yung kumpiyansa nito ni Louie. Okzon stops, feeding Sanko. Push shot will not drop. Here's brand new. Under 4 minutes remaining in the second frame. You pick and roll action. Napasa ni Sanko. 2-on-1 break. Benilde has the numbers. And Sanko unable to score. Nakuha pa. Good help coming from Rayson to retrieve the basketball. And Rafael Go scores inside.
Rafael Go taking advantage of that miscue coming from the CSB Blazers, making sure that they're gonna pay by letting him open.
That's a foul given up by Kurt Rayson. But a lost opportunity earlier. Dapat 2 points na yon. Naging -2 pa para dito sa Benilde dahil nakascore ng mabilis sa kabila. Itong Letran. But how about this move by Robbie Naive? Zigzagging, getting to the painted area. The quick counter off the bank by Luis Sanggalang. And then Franyu's find to go underneath. May Corteza. making his move, challenging that Sanggalang defense.
Corteza making sure that he will not be unfazed by that defense that Luis Sanggalang put in. He was solid on his post, knowing that there's going to be contact. And just what we were talking about early on in this ball game, for you to have a chance to win, you have to finish strong in the basket.
And Miggy Corteza missing on the first free throw. Now, both teams have missed quite a few free throws already. And usually, you know, they're good free throw shooting teams, Coach Topex. Maybe because of nerves, some pressure kicking in. No puede. 1 out of 2 right there for Miggy Corteza. So it's a 2-point game with 3 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the first half.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online. Dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital, we show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know. Watch Need to Know. Available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking for news. All right, we're back to the coverage. Miss Angela Alarcon on your screens right now. We'll be performing in a little bit, cheering and watching, catching the action in the NCAA Season 98. Kaya ako mapapanood nyo na yung kanyang halftime performance. The crowd on a Saturday here inside the Philoel Eco Oil Center. We love it. This is the energy of the NCAA crowd. 31-33. Letran ahead. Monhe. Pasa ni Okzon. Tracked down by Go. And Letran will slow it down and set up at the half court. Kobe Monhe, 5 to work with. Oh, nice find underneath. Go! The pump fake, the shot, the foul, +1 coming up for the rookie.
Rafael Go making sure that he's gonna attack the gaps. Good recognition from the guards of Letran. We're talking about Fantastic Fran. Seeing that window, nagbukas yung window, pinasukan, at naman nag-connect itong si Rafael Go. And talking about confidence, that's gonna be something that Rafael Go's riding off right now. Playing big in this game against CSB.
And you love the patience afterwards, Coach Topex. Because when he turned around, pwede rin itira yun eh. Nakita niya may bantay, darating, hinintay muna niya.
That's the composure that you have for Rafael Go. Reading the defense and reacting on what the defense does to you. Talking about confidence, Jimboy Pastoran really connecting from the outside. And we were talking about outside shooting. Martin, wala pa dito si Mix Okzon.
That's right. Miguel Okzon, so far in the first half, has been missing only 2 points. Nanggaling yan sa free throw line. But Jimboy Pastoran keeping CSB afloat and close with Letran in the first half. Sanggalang. Yes! No way! Sanggalang. 37-34. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Gozum, spin, shot, difficult basket for Will.
Basket after basket, both of his teams not giving up on every possession, making sure that they're gonna go high percentage. Talking about CSB at itong Letran.
Sanggalang. Kobe Monhe at the left flank. Franyu splits the defense. You took it, but he is called for steps. So turnover.
The opportunity, you have to give credit as we look at this replay coming from Luis Sanggalang, holding his ground. Hurt or not hurt, he knows his business. While ito namang si Will Gossum finishing strong in the paint.
Both big men featured in our key matchup this afternoon. Kobe Monhe will take a breather. He's probably done in the first half. Pinalitan siya dito ni Brent Paraiso. And if Miguel Ocson is missing for Benilde, Brent Paraiso is missing for Letran, only with 2 points as well. Pastoran floats it up. Will not work. And here's Fran Yu looking to set the table for the Knights. Yu to Paraiso at the post. Javi Lunar, one dribble in, outside, Rayson, step back, jumper, wala. Rebound goes to Gozum. Here's Will. Sanko goes to the corner. Ocson pulls the trigger. Short. And Rayson gets the long board. Here comes Rayson. Rayson straight to the cup.
Rayson missing on that first shot, covering back and making sure he's not going to miss on this other opportunity, finishing good on transition for Letran.
39-36. Wow. A lot of pressure right there on Jimboy Pastoran. Double teamed and was forced outside. But how about Kurt Rayson? Took it end to end. Rayson with a fearless finish in transition.
There's a lot of variety sa opensa nitong Letran because if they won't connect from the outside, they will go deep either on the post for Sanggalang or Rafael Go or a finish coming from their guards.
And it is a three-point game courtesy of the Letran Knights. Sanggalang. Tinidikita ni Gozum. Sanggalang. Oh, went to the other side. Crafty footwork from Louis Sanggalang that time.
You have to make sure if you're CSB, single coverage, it's not gonna work if you're gonna defend Louis Sanggalang. You have to provide help while ito ng mga Letran milking or being hard as we look at that half-court heave coming from Fran Yu as we put a finish in this first half.
What a first half. First 20 minutes of action done and dusted. It is the Letran Knights with a 5-point lead given to them by this man, Kurt Rayson and Louis Sanggalang. A great move underneath, working around Will Gozum to get that bucket. And a 5-point lead held by the Letran Knights. They run halftime performer Angela Alarcon and some numbers coming our way. Magbabalik ang NCAA Season 98 on GTV.
Narito na ang top 10 plays sa ikapitong linggo ng NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball Tournament. Simulan natin sa number 10. MJ? Kobe? Is that you? No! It's Will Gozum with his own version of the fadeaway J.
Gozum, the fall away, and look at Gozum.
Sa number 9, dito pa rin tayo sa laban ng Benilde at JRU. Si Miguel Ocson naman pinakita ang kanyang malupit na reverse layup. Para naman sa number 8, galawang Renz Nocom tayo. Stutter steps, crossover, spin move, puntos. Dito naman sa number 7, Cade Flores, masyadong malaki, masyadong malakas, masyadong maangas.
Flores with some hand time.
Here at number 6, back on the countdown is Will Gozum showing us some solid footwork and fundamentals.
The way they're playing as Will Gozum announces his presence again.
For our number 5 play, how about some defense? It's the All-Star Game MVP Nat Cosejo with the emphatic rejection.
Manskin all just got rejected right here. And met up top by Nat Cosejo.
Let's go to overtime at number 4. JB Bajío looking like a one-man gang going up against the entire Perpetual front line. What a show of power.
Bayo's back, being crowded by 3 defenders. No problem for JB Bayo against 3.
Sa number 3, Tony Tones. Tony Inot ng San Beda, vroom vroom. At may mala Westbrook na celebration pa pagkatapos.
Already with 22 points for San Beda.
Para naman sa number 2, nagbabalik na naman si Will Gozum para sa alley-oop play na ito na kasama sa kanyang career-high 34 points.
Will Gozum continues to go 30 points.
At para sa ating number 1 play, Mr. Fantastic Frenu drops his defender and sinks the three for a season-high 19-point performance.
You, as I see that, connects on a triple again.
At ayan po ang pinakabagong edisyon ng ating Awesome Plays. Hanggang sa susunod mga kapuso, tumutok lamang sa GTV para sa napakainit na basketball action sa NCAA Season 98.
Gozum matches his career high 23 points.
If one were to build a competitive basketball team, it is a must to get a player who is strong. Having power provides an automatic advantage. But imagine if aside from extraordinary strength, you also get somebody who is fundamentally sound. A rock-solid combination of power and finesse. That's what Will Gozum is all about.
You see Will from the right wing. Gozum drops it in from deep. Cholos Camp as we take a look at this alley-oop from Will Gozum.
And in this game against the JRU Heavy Bombers, we saw the entire repertoire.
Ito naman yung pick and roll. Kuljar finding Gozum when he's all alone. That's easy 2 points. Gozum lets it fly. Yes! Para sa tres!
The 6'6" big man exploded for a career-high 34 points to go along with 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks to lift his team to victory. And if Will Gozum continues this type of performance on a regular basis, you can expect the Benilde Blazers to finally end their 20-year Final Four drought. Before the men's basketball tournament started, he was the consensus pick for NCAA Season 98 MVP. And if we were to give that award today, it is without a doubt that Will Gozum deserves to be recognized as the absolute best in the league. But for now, Will Gozum is our NCAA Power Player of the Week.
Dito nangyayari ang kanilang mga preparasyon at dito rin kaya natin hahalukayin ang kanilang mga emosyon. Dugout raid na ba ito? Game on! Ano ginagawa mo usually dito sa loob ng dugout ng Perpetual?
Hindi po ako kumain ng lunch kaya kakain po.
Yan, kumakain siya. So, eto ba? Favorite mo ba to? Ano ba to? Kwentuhan mo naman kami.
Fried chicken po, tas pork chop.
Favorite mo ba yan?
Opo, araw-araw po namin naulam to eh. Araw-araw po namin naulam to eh.
Hindi nagpapalit.
Nagpapalit din po adobo.
Nagre-reklamo ka ata eh. From a rookie, we are now here with Richard Movida. Hi Richard, how are you?
Good.
Good. I feel like you're doing good because you're eating a lot right now. What are you eating?
Just pork chop and fried chicken.
Is that your favorite?
We had no choice, but it was...
just saw the Letran cheering squad following the performance of Miss Angela Alarcon. Sa halftime pa rin tayo mga kapuso. Thank you so much for catching the action live right now on GTV. A 5-point lead for the Letran Knights at the half, 41-36 over the Benilde Blazers. You guys have Martin Javier alongside Coach Topex Robinson in the broadcast. Some numbers for you guys at the break.
We were talking about it kanina, Martin. Hindi the numbers doesn't show the disparity of both of these teams because it's pretty much close.
Yeah.
You know, the 3-point percentage maybe, itong Letran connecting more. Pero rebounding is almost nick and tuck. Offensive rebounds, I think one of the reasons why tikit ito para sa CSBs because they have more offensive rebounds. Turnovers, magkasunod lang. Key to winning obviously for CSBs to take care of their cookies, the basketball. So far 8 turnovers, but just like we were talking about, the advantage of Letran is their fast break attempts. If you want to go fast break, kaya ang taas din ang kanilang percentage.
Yeah.
Because most of their shots are coming from the inside.
They're shooting 45% from the field, although the Benilde Blazers have 5 more attempts than them. So panoorin muna natin ang Benilde Pep Squad. The Benilde Pep Squad. And speaking of Benilde, leading the way is this guy. And giving us a grand highlight as well, Will Gozum with 8 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. But following him is the veteran Jimboy Pastorana, 8 points off the bench for him. And then Robbie Naive, pangatlong player nila na may 8 points dito sa ating laban. On the other side, for the defending champions, you got Louis Sangalang as the lone guy in double figures. Coach Topex with 10 points across his name. He's been extra aggressive.
You have to like the activity of Letran. The reason why they're on top right now is mas marami silang bench production. So ang ganda ng support. The only player that hasn't scored para sa koponan ng Letran that Coach Bonitan has fielded in is itong si Kevin Santos. But I love the activity of Rafael Go already with 7 points. Wala pa doon yung ibang mga players na mga veterano ni Coach Boni na alam mo naman anytime like Brent Paraiso, Fran Yu, nandiyan pa si Caralipio. So medyo marami pang bala itong si Coach Bonitan and the rest of the Letran Knights. While ito namang CSB Blazers, isang bagay that they missed during their first meeting is Mix Oxon, but right now we're still not getting any production for him. So Jimboy Pastoran taking the cuddles on the offensive end para sa koponan ni Coach Charles Chu.
Ito tamang-tama, saktong-sakto ang ating key matchup for today. Matira, Matibay, both players pacing their respective teams, at least so far. Will Gozum with 8 points, Louis Sangalang with 10 points, parehong may 4 rebounds. Gozum has 1 dime, and Sangalang has 1 rejection. So that's a matchup that we will watch in the 3rd, 4th quarter. Tignan natin kung ano yung magiging total nilang dalawa sa huli.
It's gonna be a good matchup indeed. But kailangan pa rin siyempre ng production coming from Will Gozum compared dito kay Louis Sangalang.
Okay, so we have an announcement here. Colegio de San Juan de Letran, in celebration of its quadricentennial anniversary, is inviting its alumni to attend the Letran Grande Figuras awarding ceremonies, and the Quadricentennial Alumni Homecoming at the Manila Hotel Fiesta Pavilion on Saturday, November 19, 2022. For details, please send a Viber message to Miss Jenny Villar at 0917-489-6061 or email jenny.villar, that's JHENNIE.villar at letran.edu.ph. There you go, para sa mga alumni ng Colegio de San Juan de Letran. There's an alumni homecoming happening November 19, which is in a few weeks. Or yeah, that's in a few weeks already. Okay. 41-36. Right around the start of the second half. Thank you for having us on the background. My name is Martin Javier, working alongside Coach Topex Robinson, along with our two courtside reporters. CSB, we have Sofia Rodelas. For Letran, Christine San Agustin. Third quarter, about to begin. It's a 5-point game. And so far, it's as good as advertised, Coach Topex. A lot of people anticipating this matchup in the second round. So far, we're watching a treat of a game.
Yes, both of these teams coming into this game well prepared. No surprises being pulled off. Alam naman natin that it's gonna be a tick and tack affair, but so far the veteran smarts and the leadership of Fran Yu taking over at the start ng ating third quarter.
Fran Yu taking it away from Will Gosum to begin the second half. Bren Paraiso has the basketball. Javier Leonar, the quick turnaround will not drop. And here's JC Colliar. Colliar picking it up. Back to him here. They swing it to Knife. Who pulls the trigger? That one in and out. Gosum the offensive rebound. And Gosum draws the foul.
We were talking about the extra activity. First time that we've seen itong CSB getting an offensive rebound coming from a three-point shot. Kanina, nawawalan sila ng ganong opportunity. That's why now, if they know what works, I'm sure Coach Charles Chu mentioned this during the halftime that you have to have extra possessions.
That's right. Will Gosum getting active on the offensive glass. And the Benilde Blazers are 2 out of 13 from the outside. With that miss from Robin Ivey earlier. So that's something they want to address here. Will Gosum missing on the first. Gosum coming off that 34-point performance against the Heavy Bombers. 0 out of 2 there. Gosum down the middle, rejected by Sanggalang. His second of the game, and here's Paraiso. 2-on-1 break, Paraiso lost it. Here's JC Colliar. Back the other way we go. Colliar sends it out. Naive all day to shoot. Too strong. Here's Plan Yu with the basketball. Yu from straight away. That one rims out. Back and forth we go here as both teams try to find a basket in the second half. Oh, that's a travel on JC Colliar, and that gives us a chance to go courtside straight from the huddle of the Letran Knights. We have Christine San Agustin.
Thank you, Martin. This is not the usual CSB, but not in a good way because they are scared. Yan ang matalim na linya galing sa dugout ng Letran as they build their morale to go harder in the third quarter. Ang paalala sa kanila, be patient when it comes to execution because things will go their way kung bibigyan nila ng pansin ang lahat ng detalye ng kanilang game plan. Dagdag pa ni Coach Bonitan, walang shortcut sa tagumpay, kaya't hindi sila pwedeng tamarin at magpakampante kahit pa man nakalamang sila ng konti. Yan muna sa ngayon, balik sa inyo Martin and Coach Topex.
Christine, thank you so much. All I can say is, wow. You know, that was such a straight to the point comment by the coaching staff of Letran. As you take a look at the action here, bagsak kasi itong si Paolo Javillanar. We'll see where the contact began. Oh, okay. So it was the left arm of Will Gosum who was trying to get in front of Paolo Javillanar.
The question now, Martin, as we are waiting for the officials, kung alam ba ni Will Gosum kung nasaan yung area? Kasi there's a difference between, kumbaga doon madadagdag yung mali siya eh. Kung nakita mo behind, nakita mo na parating, you anticipated with that elbow, or accidentally nga naman. You could see blood in Avillonar's face or lips right now, but it doesn't mean, it doesn't guarantee na talagang intent yun. But may sarili tayong angle ng camera doon, so I think they saw otherwise.
If we look back at their first round encounter, doon pa nagsimula itong girian ni Will Gozum at ni Paulo Avillonar.
I think that's just part of the competition. Obviously, you want to insert your might. Magka-position yan eh. Alam mo naman, hindi mawawala yung competition amongst them players. Kasama yan eh. Yung emotions. Again, the fans right now, yun yung nakakadagdag, yung tambol. Tayo nga dito, nanonood lang. But na-absorb natin yung energy.
That's right.
You know the importance of this game.
And for the second straight game, Paulo Avillonar is bloodied. Dahil nung laban nila sa LPU, upper lip naman niya yung natamaan at naapektuhan.
Well, that just shows na yung sinasabi sa mga players ng coaches eh. Isubo mo yung mukha mo. Huwag kang matakot. That's the definition of what Avillonar is doing for this team.
So, 2 free throws plus possession. So, Will Gozum napatawan ng unsportsmanlike foul, although the rookie Rafael Go couldn't take advantage.
Sayang yung opportunity na yun for Letran. Rafael Go missing both of those guineas that nakuha ni Avillonar.
So it's still 41-36, over a minute and a half gone. Wala pa rin nakakapuntos sa magkabilang panig. Fran Yu has it. Yu will attack, Yu will stop and take it. That hits the back of the rim, but Rafael Go secures the offensive board. Go. Goes to Louis. Saka lang. Pump fake up and under. Inaabot ni Lebalang. Karalipia wala pa rin. Louis saka lang. Finally, on the third serving.
Louis Sangalang keeping the basketball alive. Not successful in the first attempt. Never gave up. Making sure that he's gonna be successful pag nabigyan ng pangalawang pagkakataon. Talking about the character of Letran. But ito namang CSB. Ito na yung sinasabi natin. They already committed 2 sloppy turnovers at the start of the third quarter. We only have 2 minutes and 16 seconds pa lang, Martin. Nakakadalawang turnovers na itong CSB.
And if we remember, first round encounter din, third quarter, nakakuha ng malaking lamang ng Letran. Caralipio misses. Now we go to Benilde side. Let's go to Sofia Rodelas after this layup by JC Colliar. Sofia, go ahead.
We don't want to give them chances. Yan ang sabi ni Coach Charles Chu kanina sa dugout. Sabi niya na it is not time to be afraid of Letran as he is dismayed that the team's putting a lot of missing jumps onto the first half. Coach Charles added that this is the team's time to wake up, be smart, and do better than this. Sabi pa niya, we need to be solid. Huwag natin sayangin dahil alam ko, kaya natin to. Now back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Sofia Rodelas. The motivation of Coach Charles Chu, visibly animated right now. Trying to bark instructions because this is another foul against them. But this is great defense. Until that point, Louis Sangalang able to retrieve it and place it inside the cup. Ito naman si JC Colliar, straight to the basket to counter for Benilde.
There's a reason why itong Letran Knights are having that 6-point lead because they're having more possessions, Martin.
Right.
They keep the ball alive. There's going to be a possessions ball game playing against the #1 team right now. So so far itong Letran making sure that they're taking advantage of that opportunity.
So volume ang approach dito ng Benilde, while Letran is doing it via efficiency from the field. Makoy Marcos surveys. Naive, covered by Brent Paraiso. Naive will attack. Sends it out to Colliar. Colliar, spin, feed to Gozum from 17. Off to the right.
Solid defense that Letran is showing. Not giving any easy baskets for CSB.
Go. Outside to Paraiso. Go providing the screen. Paraiso pulls the trigger. That's too strong. And Will Gozum rips out the board. And here's JC Colliar. Colliar changing directions. They will go to Robbie. Naive has been one of their top scorers today. McCoy, they swing it to the corner. Colliar got it for JC Colliar. That's a three-pointer for him. And he cuts the lead down to 2 possessions, 41-45. We'll be back after this.
More than a minute na pala ako hindi humihingi.
Watch GMA News in Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
Gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na. Doon na lang daw po siya mamatay sa Pilipinas.
Empowered by young producers and innovative mobile journalists.
Catch us at GMA News and Public Affairs.
Mancom representative ng De La Salle College of St. Benilde, Sir Dax Castellano, watching intently. 45-41. We hope you are enjoying the action live on GTV NCAA Season 98 because we are. From San Beda University, their Mancom representative, attorney, Jonas Cabuchan. Action resumes, over 4 minutes gone in the third. Before we went to the timeout, it was a three-pointer from JC Colliar that cut the lead down to 4. Here's the feed. Agaw ni JC. So activity on both ends for JC Colliar. Oxon for 3. Too strong. Miguel Oxon still couldn't buy a basket. Yu from the left side. Surveying the floor. Apilionar providing the pick. Brand new. Kinukulit ni Naives. Step back jumper. Off the bank. No. Apilionar offensive rebound. Supalpal ni Lebalam. Nice Colliar. Finding Gozum inside.
What a way to finish on transition itong koponan ng CSB, making sure that they're gonna make a stop and attack the defense of Letran.
The breakaway by Will Gozum, a turnover for Letran. Here comes Miguel Oxon. Oxon flips it out to the corner. Colliar, bang bang! JC Colliar gives the lead back to CSB.
Don't look now, it's now CSB leading by 1 point. Their defense is really helping their offense. Back-to-back opportunities there after a stop. They run the basketball, making sure that they're gonna dominate the paint, making it hard for the bigs of Letran to attack the basket.
And JC Colliar has been taking it strong. That time a little too wild on the attempt. Yu. Paraiso, rhythm 3. Kaboom! 2-point lead for Letran via that three-pointer.
Finally, itong si Brent Paraiso, after so many tries, connecting on the 3, where the team needed him the most. Martin.
Yeah, 48-46. What a duel in the third quarter. Oxon puts it on the floor. Gozum facing up against Avillionar. Gozum the difficult shot. Too strong. And here come the Letran Knights. Trying to weather the storm. Oh, Franyu! Wala lang yung tira niya. And Benilde secures. Oxon for 3! No! Avillionar taps it to Franyu.
Mix Oxon still missing blanks in this ball game, but again, if you're Coach Charles Chu, he's a volume shooter, he's one of your shooters, you have to give him those opportunities to take those threes.
And here's Paraiso. Avillionar is left open. That's too strong. So Oxon now will push again. 3-on-2 break. Naive for 3. No go. And ball going back to Letran's way. Take a look at some of the past plays in this third quarter. Colliar straight to the cup. From the corner this time, a three-pointer for JC. But this time, setting up Will Gozum. Yun yung best version ni JC Colliar. Passing and taking the corner triples Colliar, their captain, is now up to 8 points in the game to go along with 4 assists.
Solid numbers that Colliar gave in the start of the third quarter. Martin keeping the basketball alive, being active on defense likewise, and making sure that he's going to connect from the outside.
And Brand Paraiso with a gutsy drive. Letran back on top, 5-4, 50-46.
Stand for truth.
Hi, surprise guest!
Long.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer, vlogger? Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay isang artista?
Pwede.
Politiko?
No.
Athlete?
Yes!
Surprise guest, is that you, Kylene?
Yes
Wow, tumama ako, yay!
Bye.
Igan, grabe ka!
Congratulations on your new program.
Ate V!
The Mancom representative of Colegio de San Juan de Letran, Father Victor Calvo Jr. OP. And his Letran Knights are looking good in the third quarter. There is a three-pointer right here for Brent Paraiso in rhythm, and then driving, going by Miggy Corteza, and then challenging the D of Mark Sanko. No problem for Brent, and he gives them the 4-point lead. JC Colliar is now on the bench of Benilde, but he is the biggest factor on both ends for the Blazers. Reason why they are still in this one. Why they took the lead briefly earlier. Corteza exploding on Paulo Javillonar that time. So foul on Javillonar as we take a look at the Mancom representative of Perpetual, Sir Frank Gusi Jr. So now Miggy Corteza will step into the free throw line. Now this is another missing link for Benilde, Coach Topex. Corteza, who usually averages a little over 13 points per game. Their second leading scorer just has 3 points.
I think he has his hands full right now, Martin, because you're only not expected to score, but you're also being dependent defensively, because we all know the presence of the bigs nitong Letran has really been a big factor for them. So kailangan naman talaga, if you want to focus on the vital few, make sure you want to go on the defensive end.
That's right. Let's see kung magagawa niya ng paraan. Siyempre, he also needs to work on the offensive end. Olivario going to the other side. Paraiso for 3. No. Ball is stopped to Jimboy Pasturan. And Pasturan is on the move. Pasturan, spin, shot. Wala. Kobe Monhe picks it up. Monhe! No! Back the other way we go. Benilde has the numbers. Jimboy will wait. Under 2 minutes remaining in the third. 47-50. Ball in the hands of Miguel Loczon. Ball tapped from behind by Paraiso. Pero napunta sa labas, mananatili sa Benilde.
This is the problem right now for Oxon. Obviously, he's a lot that's expected from him. He was scoreless in the, he only has 2 points in the first half. So, yung mapapansin mo dito, Martin, may konting gigil itong si Mix Oxon, and I'm sure it's something that Coach Charles Chu has mentioned on that previous timeout.
So we'll see kung anong diskarte dito ng Benilde. Knockout play, hindi gagana. Battle for the offensive rebound. Ball is tapped out. Last touch on Mark Sanko. So balik ang bola dito sa Letran.
Alam mo, Martin, kanina pa dito ang daming point-blank misses nitong CSB. That's why you could see Coach Charles going back now. Ano ba yung mga bagay na tinuturo natin sa practice, because those are drills that are being taught by coaches, and I'm sure that's one thing Coach Charles. But again, binawi naman nila ng depensa. You're talking about Corteza missing a bit on offense, giving now the point, and 1 point now for CSB trailing against Letran.
And Miggy Corteza now has 6 points across his name. Caralipio feeding Javillonar. Short. Another follow-up, wala pa rin. And ball will go the other way via a push. Jeric Balanza, former Letran Knights, part of 2 championship teams, season 91 and season 95 in attendance. Ito naman si Ato Ular, who is doing very well, by the way, in the pros. Very proud kami dito. Ato Ular, despite getting limited action in the collegiate scene, proving himself in the pro leagues.
Yeah, that's the reason why if you want to have fighters in your team, get players from the NCAA because they've been through a lot of battles.
Yeah.
Yung competition dito is really tough. You have to be tough for you to survive in the NCAA.
Oh, nice move for Go. But you talk about fighters, Miggy Corteza is a big fighter. 8 points already. Scored a basket earlier. Pastoran too strong. Ball is tapped to Caralipio.
It's a battle of second groups para sa dalawang koponan na to. Ito na ngayon yung mga key because so far sa ating battle of the bench, lamang itong Letran Knights during the first half.
Don't look now. It's a 1-point lead for Benilde. 51-50. Outscoring Letran 15-9 in the third quarter. So, scoring has definitely slowed down, Coach Topex, with both sides tightening the screws defensively. And we are now seeing...
Dito na ngayon lalabas, Martin, yung mental toughness.
Yeah.
Because exhausted ka na, ang dami mo lang iniisip. Siyempre, yung physicality ng dalawang koponan na to, dito ngayon magkakaroon ng konting advantage itong Letran Knights.
Oh, Danny Ravena. Kung nandito si Manong Kiefer, ayan, katabi niya, si Danny Ravena. Oh, younger sister. Ito ni Boss Keef. Okay, Grayson. Too strong. Ball is tapped to Miggy Corteza, who has dealt a lot of damage in this third quarter. Corteza, pinuposisyonan. Itong si Kobe Monje, hindi bibigay ni Pastoran. 4 seconds to shoot for Benilde. Sanko for the last shot. Too strong. And that's how we will end the first 3 quarters of this game. Still a close one, everybody. What a third quarter we just had. Playoff/finals atmosphere. We're looking at one of the 3-pointers earlier by Letran. And this one is courtesy of Brent Paraiso, who drained it afterwards, drove to the basket. But Benilde with a fight back in the third. They're up by 51-50. And how about this pass by Oczon to their captain, JC Colliar, who connected on 2 triples in that third frame. 51-50. An exciting final chapter ahead. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Howie Severino. My colleagues and I developed this idea of creating a podcast as a safe space for sharing insights with leaders and interesting people across diverse backgrounds. I've been a journalist for 33 years as a newspaper reporter, news anchor, online editor, and documentary maker. But podcasting is fresh territory for me. Check out the Howie Severino podcast, an original for GMA News and Public Affairs. New episodes will stream every Thursday. Listen for free on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other platforms. Empower yourselves and be safe.
Sutulan ng bilis at tugatog ng husay. Pang ipagdiwang ang kadakilaan.
Kadakilaang nakaluklok sa bawat isa sa atin.
Maniwala sa sarili sa harap ng pagdududa.
We're back to the coverage. This is the NCAA Season 98. Ravenna Pam enjoying the action. Manong Kiefer and Danny in attendance dito sa loob ng Philoilo Eco-Oil Center. Nakausap natin kanina si Manong Kiefer in the country because they are on a national team break. Siyempre, naglalaro siya sa Japan ngayon. Alright, going back to this game, Coach Topex. Quarter scoring, 15-9 quarter for Benilde. And for you to be able to hold down Letran to a single-digit quarter, Oh, credit that to the defense of Benilde.
The key here for CSB is because in that third quarter, they only committed 4 turnovers. So we were talking about the 24 turnovers that they committed during their first match.
Yeah.
Kaya naman umalagwa, nakakuha ng panalo itong Letran. But right now, they're taking care of the basketball. They're sharing the basketball. They already had 13 assists. Kaya naman maganda rin. But also, ang ganda ng depensa nila from the paint. Talagang walang easy basket na binibigay. Battling their way. I have to give credit din sa mga big guys that Coach Charles Chu have. Itong si Corteza, itong si Sanko. There's a lot of activity in the paint.
Oh, yun pa. They stripped the ball away from Luis Sangalang. And from 45% shooting in the first half, Letran is now just shooting 34%. So mas sumikip talaga ang depensa nitong Benilde. That's another block for Luis Sangalang. But ball will stay with Benilde. So 5 on the floor for the Benilde Blazers. Pasturan, Sanko, Carlos, Oczon, and Corteza to begin the fourth. On the other side, you got Rayson, Sangalang, Olivario na papalitan ni Yu, Javillonar, and King Caralipio for the defending champs. And speaking of Letran, let's go first to their side for an update. We have here Christine San Agustin.
Martin and Coach Topex, the morale in the Letran side is just so wonderful to experience as we see chairs filled with people, their supporters, and their unending support for the team. For the Knights naman, ito raw ang isa sa mga bumubuhay sa kanila sa court, and they are all in so they can make their community proud. Kaya pakiusap ng coaching staff, sabay-sabay silang umuwi ng masaya, and this can only happen if they go home with a win. Back to the panel.
Kaya talagang extra motivated ang mga players dito ng Letran. Look at the massive Letran crowd that we have on a Saturday sa Philoil Eco Oil Center. And they're back on top here. Sanko no good. Corteza with the follow-up. We switch hands again. Benilde on top, but a touchdown for Javillonar.
Talking about going on to the next play. Yes, after that putback by Mix Corteza, quick to their senses itong mga players ng Letran. Going for that easy, quick inbound, and now an easy layup coming from Pau Javillonar.
And that's a big running to the other side, but Miggy Corteza is taking on this challenge. Miggy has 12 points in the game. And Sangalang with the counter on the other side. So, is it now 13 lead changes? Yeah, 13 lead changes in this game already. Carlos, no good. 56 to 55. Yu calls it up. They go to Caralipio. Back outside to Yu. Yu thought about it. Rayson. Letran has 6 to work with. Rayson trying to break free. The feed. Sangalang, the patient move. Stripped away. 3-on-1 break on the other end. Carlos, Corteza. And Fran Yu giving up the foul to prevent the easy hoop.
CSB taking advantage of the 3-against-1 as we see this miss by Sanko. Corteza for the footback. Ito yung sinasabi natin. Right after that play, Martin, quick inbound coming from the guards of Letran. Pau Javillonar with an uncontested layup in the end.
And ito yung second basket ni Miggy Corteza that gave him 12 points. And again, 9 in the second half for Miggy, but quickly countered by Luis Sangalang. And Letran has been doing that since the first quarter, Coach Topex.
That's why it's important if you're CSB to focus on the stops more than the score.
Yeah. And speaking of Benilde, as we watch Miggy Corteza takes these free throws, let's go to their side. May report dito si Sofia Rodela. Sofia, go ahead.
Coach Charles Chu reminds the team to keep on going no matter what happens. He added that the team have to play faster around this time and they need to react the ball and not just watch it. Dagdag pa niya, this is almost like a playoffs game for us. So show them how much we have grown and matured. And now onto the fourth quarter, Coach Charles wants to play a strong defense and put their heart out in every single game. Now back to the panel.
That's the mission now for the Benilde Blazers. It is playoff atmosphere here inside the Philoil Eco Oil Center. And it's good that they are experiencing it here in the second round. to get a feel of it, Coach Topex?
What's important right now for CSB, Mix Cortesa, after scoring 3 points in the first half, now already with 14 points. Not only that, Martin, but yung activity niya defensively, isa sa mga bagay that I'm sure Coach Charles Chu is really so proud of in his work.
Short on the difficult jumper by Kurt Rayson. Pao Havillonar, naghahanap ng review dito. Last touch daw sa Benilde. We'll go to a short break, a breather for all of us here. 6:59 to go, a 1-point game.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment.
Getting treated on that busted lower lip. Yung collision niya kanina with Will Gozum. All right, we are in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game, 6:59 to go. We hope Paolo is okay. And I'm pretty sure he'll come back in this game. Walang injury. Hindi makakapigil dyan kay Paolo Havillonar. Let's send out some greetings first. Una muna sa wife ni Sir Paul Supan, Mancom representative of JRU. Happy birthday to Dr. Stephanie Supan. Happy birthday po. And also watching right now, an alumnus of Letran, we have Direk GB San Pedro.
So talking about our friends, babatiin ko na rin yung kaibigan natin sa Puerto Princesa, Palawan, Boss Redgo and si Rosel Mendoza, tsaka yung Team Urich doon na nanonood ngayon ng game. Talaga namang isa sa mga bagay na sinusubaybayan in this rainy afternoon. Itong ating battle for first sa ating Season 98.
Kasabay ng crowd natin dito sa PhilOil Eco Oil Center. Came out despite, you know, the turbulent weather today. Rainy weather. Pumunta dito sa ating venue para manood po ng live Benilde kontra Letran in a highly anticipated matchup. Our Commissioner Tonichi Puhante. Yan, watching as well. And keeping it tight with the calls. So, Commish, thank you so much.
Talking about keeping it tight with the calls, this is the time that you don't want to look back at those possessions that you've lost.
Yep.
Kasi nga, this is a possessions ball game right now. You're only down by 1 if you're Letran. You're up by 1 if you're CSB. So every execution will be crucial in this ball game.
So, they challenged the call, but it was unsuccessful. Talking about the Letran Knights, yung pinapa-review kanina ni Paolo Havillonar. So now, their coach's challenge is gone.
Yun yung question that I was about to ask you. Hindi ba nagiging, kumbaga masyado nang ginagamit, masyado nang gasgas yung coach's challenge? Kasi nga naman, I understand this is a game of possessions, but kailan ba ang tamang panahon na gagamitin mo yun?
Actually, hindi mo malalaman
sa
totoo lang.
So I think if tama yung ginawa ng Letran, because there's an opportunity na i-question mo.
That's right.
Baka hindi na dumating yung opportunity yung kakasave mo because again, that's gonna be crucial.
And they were preventing a basket from CSB's side. Sangala, patient move inside. Counted plus the foul for Luis Sangalang. And this is Fran Hughes' 10th assist of the game, setting up Luis Sangalang inside. Yu today, 3 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Solid numbers coming from Luis Sangalang together with that contribution coming from Fran Yu. Band of brothers being together for a while now. Been through a lot of battles together. proven champions, proven winners. What could you ask for if you're Letran?
And now they're back on top, 58-57. I'm checking if this is the highest output assist-wise in the season so far. All right. Coach Charles and Paolo chatting up. Here's the spin. Brand new. Hinawakan ba niya? Oh, yeah, it looked like it was off brand new.
Ito maganda dito sa replay eh. Pag merong screen sa Coliseum eh. Lahat ng mga fans ng Letran sinasabi wala eh.
Yeah. Yep.
Obviously, you want to plead your case.
Correct.
Ito naman ang advantage talaga ng Coach's Challenge. So tingnan natin kung successful yung challenge ni Coach Charles, which turned out. Ito ngayon.
Okay.
Just to answer the question that we put up earlier. Kailan mo siya gagamitin?
This is perfect usage.
I think it's also a good part that you have this because you have to understand the referees are, ang makikita lang kasi nila yung sa angle nila. Whether you like it or not, I mean, that's really the way it goes. So the Coach's Challenge really are helping also not only the team that's going to win on the challenge, but also the officiating.
That's right. And split second lang yan eh. So, mas maganda meron silang second look. Brand new. Difficult shot by Fran. By the way, 10 assists of Fran Yu ties a season high para sa buong liga natin because Menina had it at 1 point for Arellano in their game number 13. 58-57. Fran Yu asking for it. He gets it. Paraiso from the middle. Dinidikitan ni Okzon. Paraiso for 3. Short. Drawing air on that attempt.
Brett Paraiso has an opportunity to attack the basket there because he got itong si Mix Okzon off balance, but you know, Brett Paraiso obviously he just connected kanina from the 3. So he tried his luck on there, but it could have been an easy attack to the basket for Brett Paraiso.
Will Gozum. There's a foul whistled here. That's going to be against Paolo Javillonar. Those two have been going head-to-head since earlier, since their first round encounter. So it continues here. Okay. So fourth foul.
Dito mo makikita yung depth ng bench nitong Letran Knights. Yes, Javillonar already has 4 fouls, but you still have a King Caralipio at meron ka pang Rafael Go na anytime is gonna contribute.
Coach, that foul was called on Fran Yu.
Okay.
And that's number 4 on him. I correct myself. Pero Javillonar was subbed out. Replacing him is King Caralipio. Gozum, quick turn. Gozum off the window.
A good execution coming from a hard defense that Letran has been showing. You could see the composure of the guards of CSB finding an open Will Gozum for the turnaround to the basket.
Only Will's 4th point in the second half. Louis Sangalan carving space, posting and toasting that time. Colliar, baksak si Yu. It's basically a 4 and 5 now. Too strong for Pasturan. Narigaluan si Miguel Okzon.
You might not be connecting from the outside. You could connect from the inside as long as you want to go pursue that basketball, valuing that possession for Mix Okzon, being rewarded with his 4th point in the game.
That's right. And more importantly, Benilde is back in front. Racing for 3. That rims out. It ends up with Colliar. It is a 2-on-3 break. Pasturan for 3. That's too strong. And here's Fran Yu.
You could see the excitement of the Benilde bench there. As soon as Pasturan took that shot and missed it, nakita mo yung energy ng mga players ni Coach Charles.
They were ready to erupt, Coach. Paraiso sends it back out to Rayson. Shot clock is down to 4. Rayson step back jumper. Short. And Benilde has been forcing some difficult shots on Letran. Oh, the twister from JC Colliar.
Talking about composure, talking about courage. talking about JC Culliar having the numbers. Yes, 1 against 2, but finishing strong in the basket.
And it is a 3-point lead for Benilde. How about JC Culliar? O, tignan muna natin. Etong galaw ni Will Gozum. Nakatalikod pa yan, Will Gozum. Now with 12 points in the game. Here's the cleanup by Miguel Ocson. Perfect anticipation for that offensive rebound. JC Culliar with a pirouette. Able to lay it up and in, losing Fran Yu. And here's an open look on the break.
A much-deserved break from Cortez at itong sino bang naka-atake? JC Culliar.
Culliar.
Kasi kailangan with 3 minutes, you need that extra energy. You wanna go be solid to finish the game. A good stop coming from CSB.
And Caralipio hasn't been himself in this game. Only 1 out of 6 from the field. Pasturan, 63-60. Chance ang dagdagan para sa Benilde. Pasturan sends it out. Ocson for 3! No! Battle for the rebound, ending up with Will. Ocson has it. Ball is poked by Paraiso, but it stays with Benilde.
What a solid way to keep the basketball alive off of that missed shot. Will Gossom making sure that he's going to pursue no matter what the defense is giving him, because he was really properly boxed by Paulo Habilinar on that play.
Ocson now. This is Miguel Ocson time for Benilde. Ocson! No! Difficult shot. Well contested by Caralipio. And here's Brent Paraiso. 2.5 minutes in this game. The battle for number 1. Is it gonna be Benilde or Letran? Rayson got in. Kurt Rayson all the way! Beautiful move from Kurt Rayson. And the lead has been cut down to 1. Pasturan gets fouled in the process. Both teams not yet in the penalty. Nice move by Kurt Rayson. Shifty. Kurt Rayson right here, able to scoop it up off the glass.
Dito ngayon makikita Martin again talking about being mentally tough. Everybody's, you could see, holding on their shorts, knowing that they're all gassed out, but you have to have that will to win, will to fight, will to not give up if you're both of these teams. We're not just talking about the eliminations. Just like what you mentioned, Martin, this could be the preview of either the Final Four or the finals of Season 98.
And this is also the battle for school pride. Gossom turnaround. Oh, that rolls out as we go deep into this one. The final 2 minutes of this game. 63-62 Letran with a golden opportunity to take back the lead. Rayson attacking again, beating the cutting Caralipio, who was able to draw the foul, but Benilde not yet in the penalty. That was their foul to give. But Kurt Rayson not falling in love with the three-point shot, attacking in 2 straight plays. This time, fed Caralipio, Panggaan, ito Pasturan, Caralipio, Sanko. All right. They had a timeout on the floor called by Coach Bonnie Tan. A 1-point lead held by Benilde.
Sutulan ng bilis at tugatog ng husay pang ipagdiwang ang kadakilaan.
Kadakilaang nakuluklok sa bawat isa sa atin.
Maniwala sa sarili sa harap ng pagdududa. Maghangad ng ikabubuti ng nakakarami.
Kumilos ng tapat. Kumilos ng may layunin.
Kumilos para maging pinakamahusay na bersyon ng iyong sarili.
Achieve greatness every day.
NCAA Season 98. Catch all the action live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays through Sundays, 12 noon.
We're back to the coverage. Mga naka-green at mga naka-blue and black. First Vice President and head of GMA Regional TV and Synergy and acting head of GMA Integrated News, our big boss in the NCAA, Sir Oliver Victor B. Amoroso, watching and enjoying the action here inside the Philoil Eco Oil Center. Because why not? It's been one heck of a game between these two teams. I'm sure our fans here are feeling the tension already. Inside the final 2 minutes, play will resume. Paraiso off Letran's timeout, throws it away. A crucial turnover for Letran.
This is the thing now, Martin. Wala ka ng coach's challenge.
Yep.
I think on that last play, the Letran Knights were a bit right based on our view here na may nakatapik nga na white shirt. But again, wala na yung coach's challenge. So, eto ngayon ang trick doon. But again, you have 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the ball game. You're only trailing by 1. You want to make sure that you're going to focus on making stops. Ito ng mga CSB, the reason that they're on top right now, they keep the turnovers low in this ball game, only committing 12 turnovers, while they already have 15 assists. 4 assists shy on their success rate.
May chance pang abutin yan. Over 1 minute pa tayo dito. Colliar almost falling down. Naive, short, and a shot clock violation on Benilde. Naive pleading for a foul, but none was given. So, Rayson is back in, replaces Pau Havillonar. Woo!
You gotta love the energy of this ball game, Martin. Players, both teams not giving an inch in this ball game.
Here we go. Letran gets another crack at the basket. And another chance to take the lead. You falling down, you got it to Paraiso. Caralipio puts it on the floor. Caralipio, no! Battle for the board. Oh, it ends up with Paraiso. Racing for 3. Kaboom! Kurt Rayson giving Letran the lead back. It is 65-63.
Wow.
And a 4-point play opportunity.
If you don't see that action, Brent Paraiso kept the ball alive. A lot of shots were taken, a lot of penetration, a lot of activity from the white shirts and the blue shirts. Nagkakahiya yung dalawa. Brent Paraiso taking advantage and looking at Rayson for that 4-point play.
Woo! Woo! 65-63 Paraiso. Yep, hyping up his teammate. That was a big, big shot from Kurt Rayson. Letran back in front. Oh, short on the free throw. But this is now our 17th lead change of the game. Naive has it. Benilde. Can they counter? Tapped away! Picked up by Sangalang! And Rayson has it. Caralipio has it. Paraiso quickly to Sangalang. Yes! And the foul!
Wow! Talking about stops and scores. Talking about leadership. Talking about experience. Talking about band of brothers. All in display in this possession coming from Letran.
This was the basket earlier by Luis Sangalang. He's been working hard in this game, getting his numbers, getting some timely baskets, but the most crucial one is this. Basket and the foul. Chance to extend, he does at the free throw line. Luis Sangalang, have yourself a game. 21 points and 8 rebounds for Louis. And we got a timeout here, 28.7 seconds remaining, a 5-point game.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's
Excited fans, mga Letranista! Nag-iingay sa Piloy-Lego is center, and why not? Their team up by 5 with 28.7 seconds remaining. What a game, Coach Topex. Letran unleashing an 8-0 run to grab this lead.
Playing as advertised. Ito nga naman game natin na to. We've talked about how important it is. Yes, there's the standings, trying to go for number 1. Yes, this is a preview of probably the Final Four or even the finals, but we're talking about pride and bragging rights.
Yeah.
Napakalaking bagay, being mentally tough. Itong Letran, not giving up. They've been to a lot of these situations. Ito yung isang bagay that Letran has. Yes, they have the depth. They have a good staff, they have good players, but their advantage is they've been through a lot of battles together.
That's right. But this is not yet over, Coach Topex. We know Benilde and their capabilities. The firepower on this team. These two guys. Yep. Sampulitan lang yan. Neto ni Will Gozum at Pau Habilinar. Cuellar having difficulty on the inbound. Naive. Oh, contested and deflected by Paraiso. Wow, what a crucial stop for Letran.
Wow, that's defense is the key. Brent Paraiso not giving up on that play. Kind of bit the fake coming from Norby Naive, but keeping his hands up.
Yeah.
And he got the deflection off of that three-point shot by Naive. And now, trying to seal the victory for the Letran Knights.
Final nails on the coffin for the Letran Knights. Some finishing touches right here for Fran Yu. At least, kung maipapasok nito. But we know Fran Yu, he takes care of business. 10 assists today for Fran. 4 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists.
What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
That's Fran for you.
Flirting with a triple-double today. 70-63. It is a 7-point lead. Let's now go to a timeout first by Benilde.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Back to the coverage. Oh, some KD fans from Benilde side. Cute naman. Watching here, the kids are here as well. Siyempre, pampamilya tayo dito sa NCAA. Family, friends, loved ones are here. 70-63. 23.4 seconds remaining.
Shot clock at 14 seconds.
And Letran just needs to play it safe, make a stop here to get their 8th straight win. Gozum, the quick three. Off to the right, ball sailing out. It goes back to Letran. So the outside shot hasn't been there for Will Gozum.
Well, you have to give credit then to how this Blazers of Coach Charles Yu holding their ground. You know, down to that last possession, they didn't give up. Again, the veterans, smarts of the players of Coach Bonitan really being exposed, talking about Franyu, talking about Brent Paraiso, Rayson, and Louis Sangalang really contributing for this 11th win in the offing for the Letran Knights.
11th win in 14 games so far for the Letran Knights. Again, ito si Coach or si Father Vic Calvo. Nasa itsura, cool na cool lang, pero sa loob niyan, tumatalon yan. So saya. And this is despite the slow start of Letran this season. A lot of people were questioning them when we started the season. I think they started 3-3. Coach Topex went on a rampage, got their groove back. 8-game winning streak right now. And this is tremendous momentum going into the playoffs, the Final Four, potentially the finals.
They're clear that they're gunning for the 3rd championship. 3 is the key. If you're talking about the Letran Knights, nothing's gonna stop them. Whoever's gonna go in their way, this is gonna ram their way inside.
Coach, check lahat nung coach top picks mo for Letran.
Yeah, solid. Again, winning is an attitude for them. They know how to win. They've been in a lot of those battles. Band of brothers. They struggled a bit. They hold on together. They trust each other. They play for each other. They know that there's a lot at stake on the way to their route to the 3-peat championship. As we see this Jimboy Pastoran, Bank Chatri still putting some light or life in the players of CSB Blazers.
That's a great spark off the bench nitong Benilde Jimboy Pastoran with 11 points. Not yet giving up. 5.2 seconds remaining. Benilde remains hopeful. But free throws coming up for Kurt Rayson. One of their best at the line. Talking about Letran. Rayson off the bench as well today. But is their second leading scorer with 13 points now. Final shot time. Robin Ivey throws it away. And that will do it for us here. That's all she wrote for the battle for number 1. At the end, it is the back-to-back defending champions emerging victorious. And the winning streak is alive. An 8-game winning streak now for the Letran Knights. And they take the top spot at 11-3 in the standings. On the other side, Benilde falls down to 9-3.
Again, nothing is lost now for CSB. You still have a lot of basketball to be played. Still on the hunt, still on the hold for that 1 and 2 spot at the end of this elimination rounds. But again, 8-game winning streak for the Letran Knights. No question.
You love the sportsmanship right there. Kahit na kanina, nag-aasaran sila sa loob ng court. Things were getting chippy. You see Will Gozum hugging it out with the Letran players. Parang personalan, trabaho lang sa court. Oh, now, let's go to the school hymn of Colegio de San Juan de Letran. still at the conclusion of this one. An 8-point win and a statement victory for the Letran Knights, 74-66 over the Benilde Blazers. When we return, we'll talk to our winning coach and our best player of the game. Okay, Hades, magbabalik ang NCAA Season 98.
Latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala ako hindi humihinga.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest.
Back to the coverage, and at the conclusion of this one, an 8-point win for the Letran Knights. They now hold an 8-game winning streak and an 11-3 record dito po sa NCAA Season 98. Martin Javier kasama niya pa rin. At syempre nandito si Coach Topex Robinson. Coach, what a game for us here. Nail biter as expected between these two teams, but in the end game, composure for the Letran Knights yung nanaig.
Letran Knights delivering in the end, in the clutch. Nakita natin yung experience nila. Ang ganda, ang ganda. They just know how to play together. Ang mahalaga dito, Martin, they know how to win.
That's right. They know how to win. 8-game winning streak. Again, they were able to overcome a slow start to season 98. Now the doubts are gone. Final numbers natin dito, Coach.
Solid numbers coming from both of these teams. You have to also give credit on how the CSB Blazers tried to hold their ground.
Yeah.
They were a part of the end game that they were already on top. But again, the essence or the desire of the Letran Knights prevailing in this ball game. The numbers really show this. Rebounding, CSB got an advantage, but yung bench scoring natin Martin has really been crucial for the Letran Knights.
Coach, yung top picks mo on point Dahil ang unang point mo doon, yung end game para dito sa Benilde Blazers, na nag-breakdown sila dito. 8-0 run and giving the lead to Letran, 68-63. After that, they held on for the win. Pero yun nga, saktong-sakto. I love it. You were on point with your picks, Coach. Ganyan din sa Letran. Yeah. It was their experience, their physicality, their maturity that brought them this win.
A lot of times, this is the essence of watching here live. Kasi nakita natin kanina, nag-argue amongst each other itong mga players ng Letran. Nakikita ko kanina si Luis Anggalang at itong si Rayson, nagbabangayan. But again, that's out of love and respect, Martin. They both wanted to win. At the end of the day, they compromised.
That's right. Our best player of the game, sino pa ba? Luis Anggalang, 21 points, 9 out of 14 from the field, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, and some timely baskets for the Letran Knights. Ito yung pinaka-crucial dyan. To give them a more comfortable separation. Brent Paraiso loves it. We love it. The Letranistas in attendance loved it earlier. Pero hindi po si Louie ang kakausapin natin. Kakausapin natin yung kasunod niya sa scoring, Kurt Rayson. Nandito po kasama natin ngayon sa broadcast panel. Kurt, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you po, thank you. Thank you po, Coach.
Kurt, anong pakiramdam na na-sweep nyo ang inyong season series with the Benilde Blazers, at least in the elimination round? Nakadalawa kayo sa kanila, and this one to take officially the #1 spot.
Yun na nga, nagbunga lahat yung tinatrabaho namin simula ng yung wala yung dalawa kasi sinasabi nila na pag nandun na sila, di na sila papatalo. Kaya pinindigan naman yung dalawa. Kaya nagpapatuloy yung panalo namin.
Okay. Yeah, makikita namin doon, Kurt, yung during the game na medyo nag-struggle kayo. Nakita ko, nagkakaroon kayo ng healthy conversation ni Louie Sanggalang. Ano ba yung pinag-uusapan niyo doon kanina?
Yun na nga, yung dami kong miss shots kanina sa bandang dulo. Pero nabawi ko naman sa yung counted 3 points ko. Yata tuloy-tuloy na ako namin yung momentum dun.
Yeah. Oo nga, Kurt, nag-uusap kayo ni Louie. Kayong dalawa yung nagbigay ng pinakamalalaking baskets sa Letran today. You scored 14 points off the bench, but none of those baskets were bigger than your 3-point shot, yung 4-point play. Anong naglalaro sa isip mo? Nasalo mo yung pasa. It was off a scramble. Di ba? Nag-aagawan ng bola, nakakuha ka ng opening, tinira mo agad.
Mag-ready lang ako lagi kasi yun naman trabaho ko dito, role ko dito, catch and shoot pag open ako Kasi bigyan talaga ako ng green light pag ganun. Kaya yun, na-open ako, hinira ko na agad.
Ito ngayon na Kurt, ito na yung inyong ikawalong sunod na panalo. But again, I know Coach Bonitan, alam kong pag-uusapan nyo dun sa bench. Coming into your next games, ano ba yung isang bagay na napaka-importante na kailangan yung hawakan as we go on dito sa ating mga games?
Yung lang namin, yung points allowed namin, mapabawasan namin yun. Tsaka yung less turnover kami kasi nasa nasa unang kami sa mga turnover, daming turnover namin. Kasi defending champion kami, hindi namin pakita na ganun.
Kurt, dami niyong hinarap na adversity, issues this season 98 from your change in personnel before the season started, including some suspensions along the way sa season 98. And now you're in the middle of an 8-game winning streak. How were you guys able to turn it around and get this massive winning streak at this point of the season?
We stick together na lang yung team plan ng coaches namin kasi yun ang papanalo sa amin Tsaka tatrabahoin namin yung mga kulang pa namin para pagdating sa madami pa kasing laro na di kami weak kumpiyansa. Dapat papanuli pa rin namin para pagdating sa Final Four, makakuha namin yung kumpiyansa talaga namin.
Okay, pabatiin ka namin. Mga nanonood sa'yo ngayon, ganda ng laro mo 14 points. Go ahead, greet your loved ones.
Unang-una sa lahat, magpasalamat ako agad na nanalo kami. Binabati ko yung Letran community na kanina dami yung suporta. Sana sa sunod pa na laro, nandun pa rin kayo. Tsaka yung mga boss namin, Boss Al Francis Chua, Boss Aris A, tsaka yung family ko. Family ng girlfriend ko, kapatid ko, mama at papa ko, tsaka girlfriend ko na walang sawang sumuporta, na lagi nanonood dyan. Mayor Bradley Bautista sa amin, sa Davao Occidental na walang sawang suporta, nakasupport sa akin. Tsaka yung mga boss ko sa Davao, Boss JP, Boss Glenn, tsaka boss ko dito na lagi sa gilid ko, Boss Elio and Boss Lance.
Yun.
Tsaka mami ko, Mami Elsa, hi po. Tsaka Tito Nathan.
Okay, Kurt Rayson, 14 points off the bench. Pangalawang leading scorer today ng Letran Knights. And again, 74-66 win for the Letran Knights against Benilde Blazers. All right, we'll go to a quick break. We'll talk more about this game in just a little bit. Huwag kayong alis.
Pusong kampiyon, ika'y may pusong kampiyon. Every day is a shot at greatness, sa pusong kampiyon.
Talaga pag nasalaot kami, so kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng barel.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso si Presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun
That matter for every Filipino.
Gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na. Doon na lang daw po siya mamatay sa Pilipinas.
Empowered by young producers and innovative mobile journalists.
Catch us at GMA News and Public Affairs TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Stand with us, stand for truth.
Hi, surprise guest!
Hello.
Surprise guest, ikaw ba ay into politics din? Isa ka bang artista, singer?
74-66 outcome. Panalo po ang Letran Knights dito sa ating second game today. Tinawag ko tong Saturday blockbuster at well-deserved naman. Coach Topex, what a game that we just covered here between these two teams. Parehong palaban. At kung magkikita pa sila down the road, and that's for sure, it's going to be an exciting Final Four and playoffs for us.
Yeah, looking at the standings right now, Letran Knights leading the pack with 11-3. Not far behind is still the Benilde Blazers, followed by San Beda, the LPU Pirates. Nagkakaroon lang ng konting dikitan doon sa Final Four, but pretty much we are more clearer now on the picture of our team standings.
11-3, 14 games already. 12 games pa lang para dito sa Benilde Blazers. But again, we're not yet done with the season, Coach Topex. Despite the 8-game winning streak, Letran still has 4 more games. At itong Benilde meron pang 6. Dami pang mangyari. Pwede pang magkaroon ng upset along the way. Depende pa dun sa magiging outcome ng mga games natin.
Again, there's still gonna be an eternity of basketball to be played in Season 98. The standings that you see right now might suddenly change in a week. Hindi natin masasabi, but one thing's for sure, Letran is clear kung saan nila gustong mag-end up after the conference or after the season.
And Coach, we don't mind if it reaches Christmas time. Magpapasko tayo sa NCAA, okay lang. We will welcome that. Remaining games para dito sa Letran Knights, EAC, they still have San Beda. Mapua, na gutom ngayon. Okay, itong Mapua Cardinals, can't afford to lose already. JRU is still clinging on that chance to get into the Final Four.
That's going to be huge for the Letran Knights. Again, you want to write off that winning attitude or winning tradition. So you don't really care who you're playing with because as much as you have control of your destination, yun yung mahalaga para sa Letran because it's going to be scary. Especially for playing against the EAC Generals. They have nothing to lose. They have so much to gain. Tsaka pag ikaw yung number 1, Martin, kasi you have a big target on your back. Iba palaging tamang yung sinabi ni Kurt Rayson kanina. Hindi kailangan nila na mag-focus sa next game. As we look at the remaining games of the CSB Blazers, another tough nut to crack.
Mabigat-bigat pa itong schedule ng Benilde, JRU, Perpetual, San Sebastian, LPU, Arellano, San Beda. And again, these teams are still fighting for position in the team standing. So, alam mong lalaban at alam mong gustong manalo. So, yan ngayon ang challenge para dito sa Benilde Blazers actually, they're secured already in that number 2 spot. They just need to maintain it all throughout their games. But if they want to go after that number 1 spot, again, they have to be on point in their next games.
Yeah, you have to pick yourselves up. Learn from this experience if you're Coach Charles and the CSB Blazers because there's still a lot of basketball to be played, Martin.
Right.
Hindi ka pwedeng mapanghawakan mo tong pagkatalo na to.
Sana nag-enjoy po kayo mga kapuso sa ating offering today in our first game. Kaya maraming energy si Coach Topex at saka nag-prepare talaga. Panalo po ang LPU Pirates kontra sa Perpetual Altas. How big of a win was that for LPU? Because they've been experiencing some losses to begin the second round. As we take a look at the action tomorrow naman, babalik tayo dito sa Philoil Eco Oil Center, 12 noon. This should be a good game.
Definitely, both of these teams coming off wins and looking at the standings nga naman, ito yung mga teams that if you're San Beda, you still have a crack at that number 2 or even number 1. Hindi natin masasabi. While ito namang San Sebastian, itong Baste, talagang pwede pang bumulusok pataas.
5-6 itong San Sebastian. Kakapanalo lang kahapon against Arellano University. And speaking of the Chiefs, they will be facing the JRU Heavy Bombers in our second game at 3 p.m. So, an action-packed Sunday for you guys, mga kapuso. Balik tayo dito sa Philoil Eco Oil Center. Pero LPU winning today, Letran winning today. Not really much of a shake-up in the team standings, but good games nonetheless offered on a Saturday.
It's pretty much more on holding on to those Final Four spots kasi pagkatapos ng lahat ng mga games, titingnan mo na talaga ngayon kung sino yung aabot doon sa Final Four.
Ayan na. Nagkakaroon na nga tayo ng mas malinaw na picture, Coach Topex. Thank you so much. By the way, hinipe namin yung preparation ni Coach Topex at nakita niyo yan. Laying out information all throughout the game from the top of our coverage. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Here you go. On behalf of the entire team,
right here on GTV. My partner, Coach Topix Robinson, our courtside reporters, Sofia Rodelas and Christine San Agustin. Andyan din po ang ating magiting na director, Direk Raul De Ocampo, our producer, Sir R.R. Romano. This has been Martin Javier saying thank you, and I hope you enjoyed our 2 games today. Pero balik tayo bukas. Balik aksyon sa Philoil Eco Oil Center for another set of games in your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day, live and exclusive on GTV.
Every day